Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. Your host tonight is an Eagles fanatic.
I already know I like it because it's on a Philadelphia Eagle.
He talks about the Eagles even when they aren't being pulled.
Can't say enough good things. The only negative thing I can say is he's not a Philadelphia Eagle because we had a horrible draft. I'll always hype up an Eagle. Don't you worry, Fonz.
Make sure to ask to see a sweet thigh tattoo. Your host tonight, Colin, a.k.a. Thor Rudisill.
And from the UA studio here in Burridge, Illinois, this is Ultimate Autographs. How's everybody doing today? Colin Rudisill alongside Robbie Lopez, ready to go on a NASCAR Tuesday. Thank you. I don't usually get the sound effect. We need a button.
I know.
Can you just record that into the microphone and then we can make it a...
Let's go racing, boys.
Yeah, that's what we need. And then we can just click that and then we start the show. That would be great. Dang it. You know what? Let's go off the air for a minute and come back on.
Let's go off air real quick. We'll be right back.
Well, we can't do that because we have plenty of great series that are still in the room, including a brand new Vault series that you guys dropped last night. This is the only big headliner gone, this sick-looking Julio Jones Hydro Flex, but this is more just kind of a sign of things that are to come, including another Hydro Flex with Josh Allen. We got a Myles Garrett Speed Flex in there. There's also 2 triple signed helmets in there. One is a Washington Redskin helmet. Yes, that old school logo for Washington, triple signed. We'll get a look at that in a little bit. And a Pittsburgh, I think it's an AMP helmet, triple signed as well, which is pretty awesome. That's a replica helmet, but still triple signed AMP. Love. That's one of my favorite AMP helmets, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Other big names in there like Bo Jackson, Edgerrin James. There's a George Kittle Speed Flex. Darrelle Revis is in there. Tyreek Hill is in there. That is virtually brand new. 28 boxes, 15 headliners. Still got 3 vault keys up to $200. Speaking of virtually brand new, the Diamond helmets. 5 Speed Flexes still in the Diamond helmets. 2 Chrome Flexes, Randy Moss and Kurt Warner. There's a Brett Favre Speed Flex in there. There's a Hydro Speed Flex at Darrelle Revis and a Derrick Henry Speed Flex. Plus Marshall Faulk, Bruce Smith, Bijan Robinson's in there as well. Tyreek Hill, LaShawn McCoy, and Brian Thomas Jr. That dude is primed up to be one of the best wide receivers in the NFL in the next 3-4 years. Mark my words. With that being said, 11 headliners in 27 boxes for the Diamond Helmet Series. We are very close to the end of the practice squad. 1 box. It's Edgerrin James. It's a full-size authentic Edgerrin James. $49. Go get it. $48, even better. Less than $50 for an authentic helmet. No reason why we shouldn't just close that up and get on to the next practice squad, right?
We're 6 to go in that too. Timmy Kelly hopped in before we jumped on.
I'm just saying an Edgerrin James authentic helmet, probably what, $400 or $500? It's worth probably having at least 4 spots in that break to get yourself a little bit of a profit. Yeah, go for that practice squad. Edgerrin James, last helmet. Full-size authentic guaranteed.
It's what we call here in the break room highway robbery, if you can get that.
It is. At this point in the
Yes.
series to have that left, 100%, that's a 100% chance.
Trees.
Beyond the Arc basketball, guys. Karl Malone licensed jersey, James Harden basketball, both still alive in the last 8 boxes. Again, every single spot you get in that basketball series, you're going to be entered to a top spot draw. And if you end up winning that top spot draw during the NBA Finals, every single three-pointer made, you're going to get $5 tacked onto a gift card. So you could end up walking away with, what'd you look at, like $590 if it was last year's
Yep.
final.
Yep.
So definitely a few $100 for that one. On top of that, winning a Karl Malone licensed jersey or James Harden ball. Not too bad, right?
Not too bad.
College half nap. Surprised I haven't gotten to this one yet. Still got a Derrick Henry, Jamar Chase, Josh Allen, Bo Jackson, and Steve Young. By the way, those are all speed flexes still in there. Drew Brees on the full-size authentic. Bruce Smith, Terrell Davis, George Kittle, and Tyreek Hill. 15 boxes, 10 headliners. This is pretty ridiculous. 10. Jerseys have 12 boxes left. We got 4 headliners: Aaron Donald, Warren Moon, Jamar Chase, and Fred Taylor. We're down to the last 5 mini helmets with the Juice, OJ Simpson, and Joe Theismann still out there. Whew, I'm out of breath. Robbie, talk for a minute.
Take a breather there, Bus.
Thank
Take
you.
a breather. I'll take it from here. I'll take it from here.
You did think I wasn't here earlier, and you're gonna have to
I
just.
did. I got here at 11 o'clock. I'm feeling good on a nice Taco Tuesday with NASCAR Tuesday
There
with
you go.
my good buddy here, Colin Rudisill again. And 11:30's rolling around. I think I got up here, it was like 11:35. I'm like, okay, where's Colin at? Has anybody seen Colin? And I just happened to just see a door cracked with the lights on. I'm like, he's hiding. There
Found
he
where I was
is.
hiding.
Here he is.
Well, we're here now, and that's what's important.
We are.
Let's
I'm
go and
ready
get
to
the
rock
show
and roll.
set up. I'm ready too, except I'm dying. This is 2 days in a row, Robbie. I think it's you swallowing down the wrong pipe.
Oh,
okay.
Take it easy.
That's the worst
I
when
don't
you're on
need
the
to tell
air
the
too.
fiance that I saved your life.
Well, I mean, that'd be great for you and bad for me. Good look for you, like, yeah, saved a man's life. Bad look for me, I had to get my life saved on the show today. Here's
All
the
right,
dice
guys,
roll.
it's okay. Colin's fine.
Needs to be at least a 6 or higher. This will determine the amount of times we randomize everybody's names to their divisions. We're not going in double digits today, Robbie. How about
No
8?
double digits.
No
All
double
right,
digits.
Crazy 8s.
Crazy 8s. Great game. Growing up.
Oh yeah.
That takes us to our Chase Wheel Spin, guys. Every series we currently have at Ultimate Autographs, what we're going to do is give it a spin. Whatever it lands on will be the chase for the day. If we do any breaks in that series, you're automatically entered into a top spot draw to win up to $100. You don't even have to win the break. You just have to play in it. There's been a lot of hoopla the last couple of days about this basketball series and trying to get it closed up before the NBA Finals, so we know who is the person that's playing for that big gift card by the end of it. It is the chase today to try to get you guys a little bit more interest in getting that one closed up. Basketball.
All right, 5 to go now in that last practice squad, folks. We are on the doorstep of this closing out. It is the last box, so come close it out. We move on to a brand new practice squad.
Good transition, Robbie. 5 to go, as mentioned. $48. The final single box break that contains one of the best running backs to ever play the game, Edgerrin James. Simply put, I think he's got to be in everybody's top 20 of all time. This is a beautiful lunar, one of my favorites with the blue poking through there for Edgerrin James, who's kind of a under talked about. I was going to say utilized, but that's not the right word. People don't talk about Edgerrin James enough in that Indianapolis Colts offense back in the day. We hear about Peyton Manning. We hear about Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne. Edgerrin James had some real quality years for the Indianapolis Colts in those prime years for them. And he is the last box here in the practice squad. Guaranteed full-size authentic lunar Edgerrin James coming out. $48. It can be yours. And again, if I'm playing, Robbie, there's 5 spots left. I'd think about grabbing all of them at that point. I mean,
Oh, yes, you
what
do.
we're talking about a little over $200. You're got a 5 and 8 chance of winning an Edgerrin James authentic. That's profit, easy profit. So let's get that last practice squad closed up and move on to a brand new practice squad, brand new headliners, brand new authentic helmets. That is the practice squad. I'll drop that in there in a second. But first, let's talk about the vault. 4 to go in a quad box break, which is exciting. Only 372 in that one. 4 boxes coming out all at the same time. All at the same time. So you have 4 chances to win, and you can win more than once. We've seen that happen many times. This is what's left. Front and center, Julio Jones, that Hydro Speed Flex with the sick visor, that's on the desk. Everything around it is still in the series. Puka Nacua, He's one of my favorite wide receivers in the NFL. Full-size, authentic 2.0 salute to service. Excited to see what he does with Devontae Adams over there. I think the Rams are going to take a big step up this year. They have a great offense. Defense is starting to grow as well. Be fun to watch the Los Angeles Rams. Right next to him, one of my favorite Rave helmets in the game, Tyreek Hill. That's a full-size authentic for the Miami Dolphins. There's been a little bit of buzz, potentially, of Tyreek Hill leaving Miami. However, the same buzz was happening last year. He ended up playing the whole season there. So we'll see how much that actually rings true. One way or another, the Cheetah is one of the best wide receivers in the game and definitely one of the best over the last 10 years. Josh Allen, Hydro Speed Flex. That's a double-up opportunity, by the way, alongside that Tyreek Hill. This is a beautiful Hydro Speed Flex. Kind of reminds me of like Captain America meets Iron Man with the blue and the red. It's very cool. That red visor with the chrome red face mask on this Hydro Flex for the reigning MVP. Again, you can win both of those in the same break. Tyreek Hill and Josh Allen. Myles Garrett, one of the most effective pass rushers in the game. That is a slate speed flex here with a kind of like almost blue silver visor for Myles Garrett. He does get robbed on that team. Otherwise, I always feel never gets respected. Is Terrell Davis in Denver. In my opinion, one of the greatest. Couldn't agree more, Heath. I'm a huge Terrell Davis fan.
Big time.
I think
Oh,
Terrell Davis, to me, Robbie, is the biggest what if in NFL history. Like, if he doesn't break down, I think he might be among one of, if not the best.
Oh, yeah. Hands down. I agree, Colin. I totally agree. I go as far as like John Elway. This is his savior because without this guy, John Elway does not win any Super Bowls. Not one, not two. He does not win any with Terrell Davis not being his star running back. You know, John Elway had a stellar team. Not only Terrell Davis, but Shannon Sharp, you know, Ed McCaffrey. We get Christian McCaffrey, his son, in here all the time. I mean, that was a great Super Bowl where that's why it was one of the reasons why I followed that team back in the day when I was growing up. Not only that, my aunt lived in Denver, so I kind of got hooked on the Denver sports out there. So thank you, Auntie Carol.
I wish Terrell Davis was in the room right now because we get him a lot. But unfortunately, I don't see him out there. But here are his numbers, by the way.
We pulled him last night in that last diamond.
I mean, this is
the last vault.
So sad. I mean, 1,117 yards, 7 touchdowns, 1,513, 17, 15, 15, 2008, 21 touchdowns. I mean, he got better every year.
He did.
And then 211 and 2, only played 4 games. 282 and 2, only played 4 games.
He had suffered that knee injury.
Yeah, like this drop off, in my opinion, is the most tragic in NFL history. But you see, I mean, he's still a Hall of Famer despite only playing 78 games. That's the kind of impact Terrell Davis had. But while we're here on Pro Football Reference, we might as well take a look at Edgerrin James, who is again the last person in the in that practice squad. $48 for that. Hall of Famer as well, 4-time Pro Bowler. He had 12,246 yards and 80 touchdowns. Look at this. Led the league in rushing his first 2 years out of Indianapolis, 13 touchdowns a pop. He was looking like he might be the greatest running back of all time. Unfortunately, suffered some injuries himself the next couple of years, but bounced back strong, even had a couple of good years in Arizona with 5 straight yards over 1,000 yards rushing. He was always flirting with that 10 touchdown range. This is one of the best running backs to ever play the game, Mr. Edgerrin James.
Yeah, and Colin, like, just to bounce back off what you were saying and everything, imagine what these guys who had suffered a career injury, if they were to play in today's game, because look at how different today's game was, or today's game is to what it was back then.
Oh, yeah.
Defenses were taking out star running backs' knees. That's how violent it was. Today's game, totally different. I bet you Terrell Davis and Marshall Faulk would run wild over these guys.
They'd be superstars.
Game. Like, they would be instant Hall of Famers.
Man, yeah. Terrell Davis might be like, and Marshall Faulk, but Terrell Davis might be the best running back I remember watching. Like, way back when. I was pretty young. Because
96, I was, I'm going to say 14, 15, I think I was.
Yeah, because I only really remember watching Terrell Davis near the end of his career. And even that, like, when he wasn't Terrell Davis
anymore. When did he end his career? Like, early
2001. I was 6 years old when he retired.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was just,
But watching highlights, I remember he was one of the first like highlights I watched, and I was like, oh my God, this guy is.
He came out in what, 96?
95. His rookie year.
Yeah. Oh man, from 95 all the way up until he just lost. I was devastated when that knee injury happened. I was just like, no. He was such on pace to just break records.
Mm-hmm. He was looking like he's going to be one of the best.
Everybody, I mean, even ESPN was just raving about how good this guy was. The Mile High salute. I mean, he had character. That's one thing I loved about Terrell Davis is that he had a personality behind being a star running back for a great organization like the Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
So
he was my favorite character to use in backyard football. Another guy, by the way, we like Terrell Davis as maybe the biggest what if in NFL history. A lot of people tell you it's this guy, Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson, yeah.
Who was obviously a phenomenal two-sport athlete. He played great in the outfield for Kansas City for so long, and then trying his hand in the NFL, he was looking like he was going to be the real deal, and unfortunately an injury to him as well. His was back, wasn't it? I can't remember if it was knee or back, but one way or another, it shattered his athletic career.
I want to say it was his back.
I think it was his back too, but I could be wrong. But Bo Jackson still goes down in lore as one of the biggest and baddest players of all time when it comes to baseball and football. One of, if not the best dual sport athlete between those two that we've ever seen.
We're close.
What is it?
Hip.
Split the difference.
We're close. We're close.
I knew like something basically just shattered, and I thought it was his back, and obviously it was his hip. So.
During an NFL playoff game in 1991.
Yeah, I remember seeing I can picture the play now too, and it doesn't look like when you watch the play, you don't immediately think, oh, that's a career-ending injury, but obviously it was, and he never was the same.
Oh man, that's a bad injury to have.
Yeah, no, it ended his career.
It's a condition where the blood supply is cut, or the blood supply to the bone is cut off.
Oof. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, Bo Jackson, and it's bad because he's tough as nails. Wow. And yeah, this guy is fantastic. Still out there on a full-size authentic.
Oh, man.
We've been talking about Edgerrin James. He's still out there on the authentic as well. More modern day, George Kittle, if you're into that. Speed flex here for one of the best tight ends in the game. We got a Rave replica helmet signed by one of the best cornerbacks I've ever seen play, Darrelle Revis. The thing I've been saying recently about Darrelle Revis, Robbie, for me, when it comes to vacations, I'm a big tropical guy. I love going to beaches. I love going to the Caribbean. I love islands. I never would want to visit Revis Island. Not interested in that at all. And a lot of wide receivers weren't interested either, but they didn't have a choice.
Oh no.
This is the one that's got all the buzz though, guys. Triple signed Washington Redskins. It is the old school logo, the Redskins logo. Mark Rippon, Joe Theismann, Doug Williams, triple signed on this beautiful Speed Flex. We'll see a video of it here in a minute. But we still got the Pittsburgh. I don't know what I'm saying. Green Bay Packer quarterback Jordan Love. It's because I was getting excited for this other one. It's a replica helmet. Amp, though, signed by 3 Pittsburgh Steelers legends making up that steel curtain. Jack Ham, Jack Lambert, and the great Andy Russell. Here are the videos real quick. JA-17 on this beautiful Hydro Flex. This thing, I think, is going to eye pop when it gets out here, guys.
Yeah. That's eye candy, folks. That's legit eye candy for you folks.
Yeah, I think let's go ahead and show it. We're all talking about this one.
Oh, yes.
And for good reason. You got 3 inscriptions here by 3 absolute legends on this Washington team. That gold visor is next level. Redskins going across the top. They don't make helmets like this anymore, guys. No. So this is definitely the talk. But I feel like when this helmet comes out, people are going to be like, oh, dang, you guys were right. Like, that's actually a really, really nice looking helmet.
And for the fact that the Washington triple sign is that salute to service, the fact that they implemented the Redskins as if you were to see the stencil on an explosive package, or that's the stencil, folks, that you would see like cargo or high explosive. That's the font that we use in the military. So to have that implemented on that salute to service and then ripped with the black behind, I mean, that thing is just nasty.
Yeah, you got to
Nasty
appreciate
for a salute to service.
the attention to
Sign
detail.
me up. I'll take it.
Well, $372 in a quad. It's yours. Potentially, I should say.
Potentially.
We still got James Cook, Hines Ward, and Trey McBride out there as well, guys, in that listed headliner section. And then, of course, 3 more vault keys up to $200. A lot of different ways you can play in the Vault Series. We are 4 to go in the quad. I'll drop that in there because that's going to be an electric break. Last time Robbie and I saw a quad was in that half and half series, and I think we could say it was a pretty electric quad box break.
It was electric.
186 here in the double. We've also got 93 in the single. That's only 3 to go. So we'll drop in all that. $93 potentially for that Washington Redskins helmet or the Josh Allen helmet. So either way, good looks on those ones. Talk about the diamonds. Best series in the room, pound for pound. All authentics and speed flexes when it comes to the diamond helmets, and almost every single headliner still there. You guys did 3 boxes last night, it looks like. We did miss 2 headliners. That is Bo Nix and CeeDee Lamb. Seems like the middle part of the graphic, for whatever reason, are the ones that end up going. But Lunar Authentics all around. How about Marshall Faulk back here for the Indianapolis Colts? 2 chrome flexes, Randy Moss and Kurt Warner. I love the blue chrome. I'm a sucker for them. I think we all are here at Ultimate Autographs, but especially when you put on Randy Moss's autograph, that is sick. Kurt Warner, an absolute legend. I actually kind of like that one a little bit more with the yellow visor, the chromed out face mask. Both of those are sweet, though. Brett Favre on the Speed Flex is still alive. The Darrelle Revis Hydro Speed Flex. Jets Hydro, pretty awesome. Derrick Henry Speed Flex out there, too. Bruce Smith and Bijan Robinson. So most of the big helmets still alive here in the diamonds, including all 3 we have videos of. The beautiful Chrome Flex, signed by Kurt Warner. Revis Island on the inscription even for Darrell and Randy. Is that like white on the back to deep blue on the front Chrome Flex for Randy? We're also looking for all 3 listed names. That's Tyreek Hill, my guy LaShawn McCoy, who currently I would say is the best Eagles running back of all time. However, I would say there is a man currently gracing the green and white, the midnight blue and white for the Philadelphia Eagles that are getting pretty close, and that is Saquon Barkley, obviously. Brian Thomas Jr. also still available in the diamonds. Moving on, if it allows us. We're white screening. There we go. So 8 to go in the quad, 7 to go in the double for the diamonds. In the single box break, we are chasing 7 spots there as well. We are now 2 to go, guys, in the vault. 2 to go in the vault. This was the hot break yesterday, the college half and half, and for good reason, guys. For those that don't know what half and half means, it is half speed flexes and half authentic helmets. So it's only speed flexes and authentic. When we started this series, 15 speed flexes, 15 authentic helmets. We are down to the last 15 boxes. And there are still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 speed flexes that we know of in this photoed headliner section. Those being Derrick Henry on the Alabama speed flex with the silver visor. I remember, Robbie, and I'm sure you do too, when Derrick Henry was in college, he was dominating. And when, for whatever reason, when the pro draft came around, Derrick Henry was slipping on the like mock drafts and where he was going to get drafted. And he slid all the way back to the Tennessee Titans, who ended up taking, I guess, a chance on him, if you want to call it that. And obviously, he ended up proving a lot of people wrong, and now he's one of the best running backs in the NFL. The same thing happened with DK Metcalf, too. DK Metcalf was, like, so dominant at Ole Miss and, like, such a great wide receiver. And for whatever reason, he went in, like, the 3rd or 4th round. It made no sense. I guess these big guys, people just don't have faith in when it comes to running routes, running the ball. But Derrick Henry's proved a lot of people wrong, and it all started at Alabama. He actually won a championship, I think. I want to make sure I'm saying this right. Or maybe he had 2,000 yards rushing. I think that's what it is. He had 2,000 yards rushing at every single level he's played at. 2,000 yards rushing in high school, 2,000 yards rushing in college, and 2,000 yards rushing in the NFL, which is a pretty amazing feat for Derrick Henry. Jamar Chase, another amazing feat. Triple Crown winner. Nobody was slept on this guy. He was the first receiver off the board in his draft, top 5 pick, and for good reason. He just led the NFL in catches, yards, and touchdowns for wide receivers. He is one of the best, if not the best, in the game, and that LSU Speed Flex is still available. Josh Allen, Wyoming Speed Flex. A lot of people were questioning Josh Allen. He went early in the draft, but he's out of Wyoming. It's not an SEC school. It's not a Big Ten school. Not even a Pac-12 school or anything like that. Wyoming, they take a quarterback in the top 5. Well, he's an MVP now. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. And it's cool when we get Wyoming players because this is a pretty sweet logo for the Cowboys in Wyoming. We've also got Bo Jackson on this one. That's the Heisman Trophy helmet, which is pretty sweet. Not a lot of people get to sign this one. Black visor on this Speedflex. And the BYU product, Steve Young, the best left-handed quarterback to ever play the game, all still out there on Speedflexes. The misses in the series that, I say misses, I should say the non-Speedflexes in the series have all been pretty good, and including one headliner that's still out there with Drew Brees, the best Purdue quarterback of all time, second all-time in yards and touchdowns for quarterbacks. That's on a visor, too, on the sick Boilermaker lid. We're also still chasing a bunch of these listed names. That includes Bruce Smith, 200 sacks for Mr. Bruce Smith. There's Terrell Davis. He is in the room, Robbie. He's in the college half and half.
Hey, there
if
he
you're
is.
looking for TD on a Georgia lid, could be on a Georgia Speedflex, by the way. Speaking of George Kittle is still out there, and Tyreek Hill still alive. That'll be on Oklahoma State for Tyreek Hill. The Iowa Hawkeyes for George Kittle.
Mr. Robert Stuckel getting into that vault single. 2 to go, folks. 2 to go in that vault single, and we're rocking and rolling.
He gets it. The link is in the chat, guys, if you want to get in, but 2 spots to go. As soon as that fills, we break it live right here on the air. Let's talk about basketball, guys. It is the chase for the day beyond the arc. This one is getting close to the end. We got 8 left. We got 2 headliners. One is a licensed jersey. It's Mitchell and Ness. I see the tag right there for Karl Malone. My favorite kind of jerseys are the Mitchell and Ness. This is that old school Utah Jazz jersey, too, which is pretty nice. So very cool for the postman. We've also got James Harden on the basketball. As soon as I think of James Harden, I think of that play where he made, I can't remember who the defensive guy was, but he kind of juked him out beyond the arc. The guy went flying, fell to the floor. James Harden held the basketball, just looked at him, looked at the rim, looked at him, looked at the rim.
Oh,
the guy
yeah, I
got
know what
up,
you're
he let
talking
him close
about.
back out, and he just put the shot right over him.
Popped it right in his eye.
James Harden is very good at doing that.
He said, "You ain't on my level, boy."
And he wasn't. He was not. The Beard still out there. 25% chance at a headliner. And again, guys, every 3-point shot made during the NBA Finals, you're going to get a $5 gift card tacked on to a grand total, which last year would have been almost $600. So all you have to do is buy a spot into that. If you get in the double, you get 2 times into the entries. You get in the single, 1 time into the entry. I'm going to touch on this practice squad again, guys. This is one I'm honestly shocked isn't closed. $48 for a full-size authentic helmet. There's not a better deal in town. And it's not just any old scrub. It's Edgerrin James, one of the best running backs of all time. Lunar authentic Edgerrin James, 100% chance. That is the next box coming out in the practice squad. There's 1 box left. It's the Edge. You can't buy a Lunar authentic helmet for $49, by the way, or $48. A Lunar authentic unsigned by the Indianapolis Colts, Robbie, is more expensive than what the break price would be for this. We'll look it up once we're done here. What's up, Charles? Good to see you, brother. He's pushing for that basketball series to get closed. Couldn't agree more. Talk about the jerseys real quick, guys. $28, our cheapest entry point to get in for some autographed memorabilia. We've got Aaron Donald, Warren Moon on that retro Oilers jersey. I love that thing. Jamar Chase on the custom white as well. Fred Taylor hanging out in the listed headliner section. 4 headliners in the final 12, 25% chance at a headliner. 1 in 3 chance at a headliner in the jerseys. And last but certainly not least are the mini helmets. 7 to go. These are the last 5, so we'll see how this break goes on whether we're going to end it on a double or a triple. I should say a double and a single or a triple. There are still 2 headliners left. One is O.J. Simpson on the 1.0 Salute to Service mini helmet with the gold ink. The other one is Joe Theismann, the former MVP out there on the secondary headliner section. $50, double box break, 2 minis coming out, 2 chances to win. That is your top to bottom rundown. Let's see, Colts Lunar authentic helmet. So obviously this is subject to whatever else. There's a Lunar authentic unsigned on eBay for $250. There's one here on Creative Sports for $400. There's one on Denver Autographs for $330. So, I mean, an unsigned authentic helmet for a Colt, let's just say, let's go with the $400. You're paying less than $50 for 1 break spot. I mean, you could have the whole break and make it worth it just for the unsigned helmet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just the unsigned helmet.
But when you put Marshall Falk on that helmet, then the value starts to go up. Now we're talking about $500, maybe $600. But again, folks, we're just lowballing. Me and Colin, we're just lowballing. Again, I always preach to you guys, it's up to you on how you become the great negotiator.
Yeah, speaking of lowballing, even if you take the cheapest one I'm seeing on here, just a quick search on the sales is $250 on eBay for one. So that's still 5 spots.
Still worth it.
Less than 5 spots. It's almost 6 spots that you could get to make it worth it for an unsigned Colts helmet.
Yeah.
And now we're talking about Edgerrin James's autograph on it.
It's ridiculous.
I'd buy 3-4 spots in that
Ridiculous.
break easy.
Oh, I go ahead and just close it out, you know, because if I'm here and if I'm watching at home with you guys on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, and there's someone out there trying to sell me this wonderful, Marshall Faulk on a Lunar, and I like my chances where it's at. Again, it is what, 5 to go? 5 to go.
Yeah.
Someone's telling me I can win this for less than what the lowest price point is.
Yeah, and just
They got me sold. I'm going ahead and grab all 5 spots because, again, it's all about sports collecting. I'm a sports collector. It does not matter who's the team, who's the player. It's about having a unique item like Edgerrin James, who we all watched back then. Especially you guys in the fantasy football.
Oh,
you guys had him on your team.
He was a monster.
This guy was on your team. This guy was racking up points for you every Sunday, Monday, Thursday. Why not have him in your man cave? Why not have him in that wonderful basement of yours, something that you guys can, cherish for the rest of your life? Maybe even have a conversation with your son. Hey, this is, a great guy that I've grown up watching. I could tell you, maybe show him tape on Edgerrin James. This is the one thing this is the reason why I love what I do, Colin. I get to, preach about this. I get to appreciate, just like this Julio Jones. I would never thought in my million years I'd be seeing a Julio Jones Speedflex Hydro with a sick honeycomb low. I mean, this is just absolutely nuts. And and it's your guys. This could be your PC, your who knows? Edgerrin James could be your starter sports memorabilia. Maybe something this like Edgerrin James can get that momentum to start your collection. I know my first lid that I got was a Travis Kelce.
That's a pretty good one.
I was stoked.
Yeah.
I was like, holy moly! I just hit a Travis Kelce authentic, and then from there it just took off.
It took off.
I was hooked.
That's how it goes.
I was hooked.
What's up, Michael Kirschbaum? Says, how's it going, fellas? Going
Hey,
good,
what's
man.
going on, Mike?
Yeah, I would definitely say, whether it's for yourself or for somebody else, too, if you know a Colts fan, man, get him in here. Tell him, hey, man, for less than $50, you can get one of the best running backs in their franchise's history right now.
And we were just, me and you, talking about him like, hey, if this guy did not have the injuries, who knows what the records would be? They could have surpassed Emmitt Smith's record.
Mr. Do-It-All, Edgerrin James. Let's just...
Oh, especially if these guys were playing in today's.
I love NFL Throwback. For those that don't follow them on YouTube, NFL Throwback.
Oh.
All the highlights that they have.
Hit that skip button. There you
Get that out of here.
Look at that. I mean, holy moly. Look at the spin move. The guy
this is
could
against the
literally
Eagles. We're not
stop
showing
on a
this.
dime.
They were that first one was against the Eagles. We're not showing that.
Oh, come on.
We're not showing that.
Oh, my God. The guy did it all. He could catch it. He could, he just juked him.
That hairstyle, too, is legendary.
Oh, yeah.
We'll pop in here every now and then. But look at this power.
Oh, the power. The way he was able to throw his shoulder into you and still stay on his feet. Look at, boom, get off me.
This was his NFL debut, by the way. This is one of the first runs he had.
Oh.
This is one of the second runs he had.
Oh.
Amazing stuff.
He dominated that Bills team. Look, get off me.
Just go. Yeah, and look at the speed, too.
The speed afterwards.
Just second effort. And he'd only get faster. That was all in his first game. That was the first game.
I mean, look at the little dump pass. Oops.
Bye.
Get off me. Get off. You have no right to touch me.
Week 8, 117 yards and a touchdown.
Hand, face mask. Oh, I thought they were going to show it again.
Well, he was a receiving back, too. Look at him go, running
he did
routes.
It all. He was your...
This guy's no chance.
Oh,
he did. That's impressive. Look at Edgerrin James running routes. Bye.
Oh.
Touchdown. I always wonder what AP would have done if the Vikes had kept him and those O-lines they had, man. Adrian Peterson did
he's
a
another
lot.
one. AP.
Adrian Peterson's a top 5 running back. That dude is. And I mean, the fact Adrian Peterson, who's another guy we get in the room, by the way, quite a bit, he tore his ACL and then came back stronger somehow. And
that was
rushed for 2,000 yards, won an MVP. I mean, that's unheard of.
And with that highlight clip there, Colin, we got people interested in that practice squad.
Well, it makes sense.
Parker Taylor getting 2 spots with 3 to go. I do have another order coming in. It looks like Terrence. Terrence is getting 2 spots in the jerseys. So
nice. Sweet. So the jerseys look like they're 5 to go. That last practice squad is 3 to go. The vault single is 2 to go. So we got a lot of things on the doorstep, fellas. I got over 50 helmets I'm looking to move. That's from Mr. Bradley Williams. If anybody's interested, there's the email. Hey, guys watching the break room, let's close out the basketball series and have a Jay's Wheelspin. He's got a good point, man.
yeah,
It's right there.
it's there.
Listen, I think this is more than fair. If you guys can close out the basketball series, we'll do a double Chase wheel spin for it. I mean, it's 8 boxes. If you guys can close out the last 8, we'll double the wheel spin. We'll call it
$200.
We'll call it a $50 minimum too. So like if I roll a 4,
Okay.
they'll get $50.
Hey, that's a win.
Mm-hmm.
That's a win here in the break room.
Yeah. So as long as you get 26 or more, you're gonna get whatever that is doubled. If it's 25 or less, you'll get $50.
Wow.
Some more Edgerrin James.
I
Look at that.
like
See, like the
that.
later on in his career, that second level speed.
Yes.
Look at him.
Look at he's
Woo!
get off
Oh my
me.
God.
Look at that.
That's what I'm saying. Like people forget how good Edgerrin James was, man. Look at that.
And that's the thing about Edgerrin James is that defenses never caught on. Take
this
him
against
out
the
by
Eagles. We're
the
taking this
knees
down.
or his legs. They always went high on this guy. Look at it right here.
Nope,
Get off me.
We're not showing this clip. It gets against
Get
the
off
Eagles.
me. Get off me.
Oh God,
Look at
it's
those
still,
Eagles.
It's
Look at
still
the
against
Eagles.
the Eagles.
He's gone. He's gone.
God, he rushed for 152 yards and 2 touchdowns against the Eagles and caught a touchdown.
Oh wow.
Yeah, his first 2 years were special, and his whole career was special.
Jeez.
Oh,
Look
God.
at
Oh, this would have made me so mad if I was watching this. Just like tackle
a young Colin.
him.
A young Colin just like just tackle.
Yeah, tackle him.
I hate you, Eagles.
Luckily, I was 4, so I definitely don't remember this. Here we go.
Oh, the Dolphins.
What's we got here?
Oh,
Bye.
man.
Oh.
Look at and the way he
Oh.
cut back.
Look at that. Yeah, that cut. I love it. Dude, I'll sit on my couch and just throw NFL Throwback on and just let it play through all the highlights
Yes.
of guys where I'm just
Oh.
like
The stuff they
here's
did.
like a Derek Thomas highlight. Like, yeah, 17 minutes of Derek Thomas highlights? Sure. Yeah, I'll check that out. Like, just let it run through all these guys where I'm like, dang, that guy was really good.
It just it brings back memories. It totally just it just goes to show you that how much NFL was appreciated back then than where it is now. Like I feel like today's NFL is just all about entertainment. It's just entertainment for us.
Oh, boo ads. So, yeah, which one do we want to close up first, guys? 2 to go in that vault, which, by the way, does have an Edgerrin James, but a lot of other stuff in there as well. Puka Nacua, Tyreek Hill, Josh Allen, Hydro Flex, Myles Garrett, Slate Flex, Bo Jackson, George Kittle, Darrell Revis. I'll tell you what, man, here's the reason to play the quad in this one right now. Let's talk the AFC East. Tyreek Hill, Rave Authentic, Darrell Revis, Rave Replica Helmet, Josh Allen, Hydro Speed Flex with the red visor. All in one go. Not to mention, there's a James Cook down here too. You could literally quad up with headliners in the vault right now. The NFC or AFC North rather, Hines Ward, not to mention Ham, Lambert, and Russell all on one helmet. So you can win both of those in the same go, not to mention the Myles Garrett Speed Flex. So you can win all those in the same go. The NFC West, Puka Nacua on the full-size authentic, George Kittle on the Speed Flex, and there's a Trey McBride secondary headliner. So there's a triple up in the NFC West, a triple up in the AFC North, and a quad up in the AFC East right now when it comes to the Vault Series. That's why you want to play the quad box breaks early in a series, especially, or when those like headliner odds get really, really good. My middle son's favorite player was Sean Taylor. Talk about an underrated player. Sean Taylor is underrated for sure. And Obviously a legend, though. A lot of people love Sean Taylor, and for good reason. For good reason. Charles trying to recruit for that basketball series. I know he's saying, does anybody want to join me in the double and single? There is one person in the single right now. There's nobody in the double currently. So, I mean...
You got Rick Beaver in that single.
Yeah, so Charles, I mean, I know you've been playing. I know we were talking about this yesterday, but I'm sure you understand this. And in case people that don't, the closer this number is to 0, the more attractive it's going to be for everybody else that's watching. Because people right now are looking and they're like, I might play basketball, but it's 7 spots to go. It's 8 spots to go. So if you know you want to play in this series, get in early. Get this number down to 4, 3. Once it gets to that range, that's when people hop in because they see the break is getting close. Because I guarantee you, probably by the end of this show, we're going to get this jersey done because it's 4 spots to go. We're going to get this practice squad done because it's 3 spots to go. And we're going to get this vault gun because it's 2 spots to go. Because people that are coming in here, up to 27 people watching, they want to play in the breaks that they know are going to close up. But we can't all have that mindset because if we do, nobody starts the breaks. Something happened to Robbie over there. That dude laid out the punter in a Pro Bowl game. Is that what you just looked up?
Oh, yes, I saw it. You got to look up that video. Oh, my goodness, Mike. I forgot about this. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Brian Moorman, too. He was a pretty good punter.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. Look at...
Oh!
I love how he just pops up.
Oh, I'd be mad.
And this is the Pro Bowl.
I'd be big mad if I was the punter.
This is the Pro Bowl.
You could just see him. Like, look right. Hold on. Right there. Like this. You see how everybody else, this is clear as day when I pause it? Yeah. He is a literal blur. Boom! Jeez.
Look how insane. He stood there for at least 5 seconds on the ground before he popped up. He's like, what did I do? What did I just do?
I'd be so mad. If I was the punter, I'd be so mad. Wow. Look, he is mad. Or he's like, hey, great hit. He's smiling. Never mind. He's all right.
I think he knew he got lit up.
Good for him, honestly.
Wow. Jeez. I could watch this all day.
If Common pulls that Washington triple sign, there'll be a good Theismann story. There's also a Theismann in the Playbook minis. If you're looking for just Joe Theismann, you can go that route. But
yeah, minis. Man, wow.
My son played free safety and tried to play like him. It's just he didn't weigh enough to hit like that. Well, you see, your son's got the killer mentality, though. So if he just, if he bulks up, hits the weight room a little bit, like...
You need to feed him steak and potatoes.
It's
bulk up, chicken, fish.
I still think the best hit I've ever seen.
Wow, man. I forgot about that. That was hilarious, man.
This one... And it's obviously the Eagles because that's who I watch the most. But Eagles Saints, Reggie Bush. Just abs. And I love he tries to get up. He's like, yep, I'm good. And then no, I'm not good. I'm not good.
He got the wind knocked out of him. That's where he's like, nope, I gotta go.
Well, he talked about this hit.
Oh, straight in the stomach.
And yeah, this would be a legal hit today too, which is what I like. Like no helmet to helmet. No, it'd be legal.
Oh, legal.
Because he hit him in the midsection. He didn't helmet to helmet or anything.
No.
But Reggie Bush talked about that hit, and he's like, yeah, I didn't. It was a pivotal moment in that game because what it was 0-0. It was first, like he didn't want to look like he was hurt, he's like, I gotta pop back up and be strong. So he's like, he realized he was crawling, and he was like, I need to hop up. And as soon as he stood up, like you said, he tried to breathe, and he's like, there was no air, and he just went right back down. He's like, all right, that's it. I'm not.
Oh wow.
Forget about toughness. Now a college athlete running the 100 meters and throwing discus.
Yeah, I think that's even better.
Yeah, forget about bulking up.
Yeah. Holy moly.
Good for him.
100 meters. What's his time?
100 meters is like, that's the fast one, right?
Yeah,
that's where it's like,
that's like
Usain Bolt and
what? We're talking about
I have no idea.
like
don't
under 10
ask me to do it.
seconds. I want to say.
100 meters to feet. We're talking about 328 feet.
So you're looking at under 10 seconds. I think that's
300.
where like.
So it's 100. It's 110 yards ish.
So yeah,
110
You're
yards.
looking at a 10-second run or
That's crazy.
Under 10 seconds.
Think about a football field, like a full football field. I'm talking end of the end zone, end of the end zone.
Yeah.
In 10 seconds.
Holy.
That's crazy. Let's see. What's the fastest 100-yard dash? Fastest or 100 meter. Fastest 100-meter dash. Usain
Hey,
Bolt.
look at that. Charles jumping into that single along with Rick Beaver in that basketball. So
There you go, Chuck. 6 to go now. There you go. That's the way to do it. Usain Bolt ran a 100-meter dash in 9.58 seconds. So
yeah.
picture the length of a football field from literally the end of the end zone to the other end of the end zone. I'm not talking the front part of the end zone.
no,
The end to end.
End to end.
In under 10 seconds.
Damn.
I'd be at the 50-yard line maybe.
Michael's I
Michael's
was
son
gonna
is
say, if you think about it, a 40-yard dash is legit like 4 something.
yeah, the quick ones are sub 5.
And then you're talking about another 60 yards on top of that. Yeah.
yeah.
I could see that it's under 9.8. Wow.
Yeah,
Holy moly, he's fast.
The fastest 40-yard dash I think is what, like 4.29 or something like that.
yeah. What's his name?
It just got set.
Xavier Worthy just broke it.
4.21.
Yeah.
Yeah, by Xavier Worthy.
Yep.
John Ross had it at 4.2 seconds and 40 yards.
Yeah. That's fast.
That is very
That's
fast.
like lightning fast.
Well, 9.58 seconds, 110 yards. He's in the high 11s, which is still very good in my opinion. I mean, I don't know. I don't know on a track.
Wow.
I don't know on a I don't know enough about track to say like, yeah, that's a really good score, but that seems really fast to me.
He just
and
started running it, which is a different type of.
Well, yeah,
running.
because
Okay.
the 100-yard dash is like you're giving it your all from like the time the gun goes to
Yeah,
the end. You
yeah.
are sprinting full speed as fast as
Yeah.
you can go.
Yeah.
Where like a 400 meter, you want to pace yourself a little
That's
bit.
the
Like,
one. Yeah.
you don't.
The 400 relay.
Yeah.
Is what it's called. Yeah.
Yeah, like you don't want to run your fastest right out the gate because you'll tire yourself out.
Yeah.
This is like you give it all you have, all the gas you have.
I like the
10
long
seconds.
distance ones.
I
Those
like
are the
both.
ones that they start off.
Yeah, they're
I
kinda
love
like a little
how a lot
trot.
of them start off fast.
Oh,
and those
yeah.
are the ones you're like,
Yeah,
you're
that
gonna tail
one's
off
gonna-
at the end.
That's like the same, like the Kentucky Derby is the same way. Whenever there's a horse way out in front, I'm like, nah, they're getting hawked.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I like them both. I just like the Olympics in general.
I love
but,
the Olympics. Every time the Olympics come around, it's just
but I think the 100-meter dash, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm guessing Michael probably knows more, but I think that's how they determine like who's the fastest man in the world or
Yeah.
woman in the world is
Yeah.
the 100-meter dash.
100-meter.
Because that's just like top speed. What is it? Like distance is like how like endurance is involved. Like there's
I think
more
I've
to
seen
it.
them clocked at like over 20 miles an hour.
Oh, probably, yeah. Let's see. Fastest
Michael says that is correct. You are correct.
MPH a human can run ever ran.
27.
27.78 miles an hour.
And that was by who?
Usain Bolt.
No
And
way.
where he broke the record.
Holy.
I guess we might as well just watch it. We've had Usain Bolt in the room before, by the way. I mean, he just dusts everybody.
Look
It's
at
not even
that
close.
speed.
That was the entire length of a football field in that time. It's hard to tell from the video, but like right where he started, picture a football field. He was just on the other end of the end zone.
He's at the 50 and he's gone.
And
I
now
mean,
he's at the other end
damn.
that quickly. Like just I would love to see that. I'd love to put Usain Bolt at one end and just let him go and watch that from the 50-yard line. I'd be like, what am I seeing right now? Usain Bolt had like a 10-foot stride or something like that. Yeah, the fact that he's able, like, every step is like
A
way out
10-foot
here.
stride? Oh.
Yeah, because it's like that's how you get it. If you're fast naturally, but you're taking like little steps, you're
Yeah.
not going very far.
Yeah.
But if you're fast and you have big strides, like
Man.
Turpin hits 22 points. That's still insane.
Turpin hits 20.
22.7.
Oh my God. The guy from, you're talking about the running back from Seattle, right?
Yeah.
Or not Seattle.
Cavante Turpin, the Cowboys.
Cowboys. That's right. I was going to
He's
say
fast
Cowboys.
too. Yeah, Cavante Turpin.
Did he play for Seattle?
I don't think so.
Seattle's
Yeah,
popping
he's
by.
played for Dallas for 3
Dallas.
years.
Okay.
But he's a returner mostly. I remember he returned one against the Eagles and he hit the gas and was just
That was last year. Yeah.
like
I remember
nobody
that.
was close
Yeah,
to him.
he was gone.
He got through the first like line of people trying to tackle him and like nobody
he was
nobody
gone.
was even close to him after
That's
that.
when he was down. He ran down the sideline.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
It
"That
was the
guy's
camera shot
gone."
was just him. There was nobody else around him. Yeah, he's a 2-time Pro Bowler for that, by the way. I think we've had Cavante Turpin in the room. He'd be more in like the jerseys or the minis potentially. We're having fun talking about speed, obviously. I'd like to see, speaking of speed, maybe these breaks go a little quicker. 3 spots to go. Again, this is a guaranteed Edgerrin James, guys. Guaranteed Edgerrin James. $48, 1 box left. It's one of the best running backs of all time, Edgerrin James. 2 to go in the vault. There's still plenty left in this one. The only headliner gone is Julio Jones. So this entire top row, including that Josh Allen Hydro Flex, the Rippin Theismann Williams on the bottom row still there. The Ham Lambert Russell still there. Jordan Love, Darrell Revis, George Kittle, Edgerrin James, there's plenty in this series. Everything's still here besides that Julio, baby. Let's go get it. 9.4 feet stride. That's crazy. That's a me and a half. A little over a me and a half.
Wow.
Per stride. That's stupid.
That's crazy.
He came from the league under NFL. Yeah, he was it not the UFL? Because he went to TCU.
Yeah,
I
was
remember
gonna say,
that.
he came from that league under the NFL. What is he talking about?
I'm trying to. I know he played at TCU, but then he didn't go right to the NFL. I don't think.
You go to Canada?
He played for the Frisco Fighters of the Indoor Football League in 2020.
Oh.
And then he played for the FCF Glacier Boys for the 2021 inaugural season of the Glacier Boys. And that's fan-controlled football. Fan-controlled football. That's the one that like Johnny Manziel was in and Terrell Owens was in. Is that still a thing?
Fan control. Oh,
The one where like you could like vote on like what plays.
I
It was an
remember,
interesting concept.
Yeah, they let the fans control the game.
Yeah. I don't know if it survived. I'm gonna have to go look that up. That was 2021. Dang, dude, that felt like it was like last year. And then he played for the Panthers Row Claw in the European League. The New Jersey Generals in the USFL. That's where I remember him from. Was the USFL. He was the MVP in the first season.
Okay.
And then he went to the Cowboys. Yeah, USFL. But he's been everywhere. It's honestly kind of a good story, like how far he's had to go.
Oh, the USFL started in 2022?
They've
do I
done
feel like-
so many different changes.
Yeah, I was going to say, why do I feel like they
Because-
just started? Like they
Do
just
you remember?
combined.
So in 2020, they had
XFL.
no. It was yeah, they were gonna try the XFL, but then COVID got in the way.
Okay.
But they also had that other one, like AAU or something like that. It was like the American something Association, AFA. I can't remember what it was. But that died because of COVID. It started in 2019, and then COVID killed it. Then they were going to bring it back, and they had XFL too, and then those ended up merging. And then they had the XFL, and then that merged with this other one or whatever, and like now they're the
now it's
UFL.
called United.
Yeah,
United Football League.
yeah. It's been some crazy stuff. Let's see. It was like AAF, maybe.
Maybe it was AFL.
Yeah, it's the Alliance of American Football.
Alliance of America. Yeah.
It started in 2018.
The AAF. Yeah, that's what it
And
was.
yeah, they went bankrupt and they couldn't play their 2020 season.
Yep.
But then, yeah, they were starting the XFL, but they already had the USFL.
Yep.
That's what it was.
Yep.
They had the XFL and the USFL. Those married, and
yep.
now it's the UFL.
Yep.
Whew. That was a lot. Basically, they're trying to figure out some alternate league, and I don't know how well it's working.
Well, apparently this UFL is supposed to be adding more teams in the next coming years.
Let's see.
So it's supposed to be
How
big.
is the United Football League doing? Mixed bag of trends, both positive and negative aspects. It's got more fans attending games, but less TV ratings.
Yeah.
It's 25% down from last season on TV ratings, which is probably not good. The UFL's in business for one reason: betting. Yeah, and even I've not watched a ton of games. I've like turned it on in the background,
Yeah,
but they literally have like next to it says like Battlehawks. That's who I like. They're in the conference championship or whatever. But it will say -6.5 plus 155, and that updates live. So like,
What?
so if they score a touchdown, they'll show you the live odds of like.
Okay.
Now, if you want to bet on the Battlehawks to win, they're 10.5 point favorites, and it's -120. Like,
Okay.
so Bob's probably right. Like they focus a lot on betting. It's all over the place.
That's interesting.
But apparently going to games is popular too, according to this. And this is also the AI overview, which can never really be trusted. But all that to say, good for Cavante Turpin. But yeah, that's what, down 25%. But it does say it's still self-sustainable at this point.
So it looks like the UFL has plans to expand. The initial goal is adding 2 teams in 2026. The long-term goal is to reach 12 teams by 2027, expanding by 2 teams each year. The league is actively seeking proposals for potential markets, anticipates a decision on 2026 expansion by the end of the 2025 UFL championship in June. So
I'd be kind of interested if
maybe
if Chicago or like, you know, if they had a team out in this area, like, you know, whatever. Because I bet it's cheaper than going to like seeing a Bears game. You know, if you just want to go watch some football. That's why I love minor league baseball, because it's like you can go watch baseball for like
yes,
$15.
Yeah.
You know, and like go on like a Thirsty Thursday or something.
Beers cheap, hot dogs are $1.
Yeah, right. And you get to watch competitive baseball. Like it's not. You're not watching Aaron Judge. But,
When's your dollar dogs?
So we actually just had like family feast on Sunday, which is like you buy a ticket and basically you get to eat free with like these vouchers.
Okay.
But Thursday we have half price beer and half price hot dogs.
Okay,
So
I'm gonna have to go out there to
Yeah.
Kane County. And
Thirsty
catch a game.
Thursday is the look. Well,
I
let me know.
got a lot of places to go. I got the Schaumburg Boomers to go see. I got because they're right down the street from me, and I got Kane County Cougars to see by you.
Yeah. Well, let me know, man. Got tickets.
We got
We're red zoning in 2 different ones, guys. 2 to go in the vault, 2 to go in the practice squad. Again, Edgerrin James guaranteed coming out in that practice squad. I'm going to drop that in there. Need some closers in that one. I'd swoop up those last 2 spots personally.
Yeah, we're
guaranteed.
down to 2 to go in that single box practice squad, folks. Joey Poe is grabbing a spot.
Yeah,
making it
Joey.
2 to go. 2
Jersey
to go.
Slime Ty and Michael buying to the basketball break so we can have a chase. I like it.
And then a brand new practice squad. I can't wait to showcase you guys this brand new practice squad. This thing is fully loaded.
Yeah.
Man,
My college roommate played for the Rockford Riverhawks. Really?
get out of here.
Are they still a team?
Rockford Riverhawks. Maybe the Frontier League?
I feel like they're the Rockford Aviators now.
Okay.
But you were right. They played in the Frontier League.
Frontier League, yeah.
And I actually think the Aviators aren't a team anymore either.
So they were in the Frontier League?
They were in the Frontier League until 2015. But I think they've disbanded.
Uh-oh. They got in trouble. Legal stuff.
Or they just ran out of money or something. Yeah, it was cool. This season we played a exhibition game against the Joliet Slammers.
Oh.
So we kind of like crossed the leagues.
yeah,
Yeah,
cross
which was
leagues.
that was kind of cool.
Joliet Slammers, they're in that Frontier League too?
I think the Frontier League, yeah.
There's so
Yep, Frontier League.
Frontier League.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you got them, and then you got the Thunderbolts, the Windy City Thunderbolts.
Yep. That is what got us into collecting sports memorabilia. We got the jersey wore the day my middle. Oh, that's cool. That's sick. I even like, I mean, I know I'm biased because I'm in minor league baseball, but even before I got into minor league baseball, I loved minor league baseball. Like the Cubs, before the Cubs went to South Bend, they used to be the South Bend Silverhawks, and I would love going to South Bend and watching the Silverhawks.
Awesome.
And now the Cubs are there, and they've done a lot of great work. Then because it's called Four Winds Field, which Four Winds is a casino.
Yeah. Yep.
So there's casino money involved, and now it's like the field's actually really nice. It's a great place to go watch a ball game out in South Bend.
When you can get your hands in that casino money, the limit is basically unlimited.
Well, and they're growing, like Four Winds as a whole. They just opened a casino in Elkhart now. But Four Winds.
Oh, that's what I heard. Yeah, because my family lives out over there. Like,
really?
They're in Crown Point.
Oh, okay, yeah. Crown Point. Yeah, we played them in baseball a few times.
Yeah, Portage, Crown Point, Valparaiso, they're all over there.
Yeah, Valparaiso too. Played back in 2005. That makes sense. Moment we close the basketball series and Pops, we see the hockey series. That's right. That's cool, man. It's cool how everybody gets involved in memorabilia in different ways, right? Especially when it's like personal. So red zoning in 2 series, guys. Which one we want to see first? Let's see some closers. Need the setup man, need the closer.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
When you get that tandem working in baseball, look out. When the team has a good setup man and a good closer, tough to stop. Tough to stop. We're also 4 to go in the vault quad. We are 6 to go. I'll mention this for Charles as well. 6 to go in that basketball series, guys. There is a potential hockey series following this one if we can get it closed up. Again, we are still looking for Karl Malone and James Harden in that one. Guaranteed Edgerrin James in this one, $48 worth a shot just to see if you can get him. $93 in the vault. Every single headliner not named Julio Jones still out there. So either way you want to play at either price point, it's definitely worth it on either one of those breaks. And even if you miss out on Edgerrin James in the practice squad, there's an Edgerrin James in the vault if that's what you're after. There's a lot of double up opportunities too. I know we've been mentioning that. If you want to play in the double or the quad for the vault, got that working. But 25 people watching. You guys know how it goes on Tuesdays, man. When we get to the closer magic spot, that's usually when whoever buys in and closes that up, for whatever reason, that's who we see win. We don't travel for the Cougars, me and my broadcast partner, Connor Klingen, but we're thinking about going to like the Dogs and Gary this year, but I really want to go to Kansas City because they're the Monarchs after like the Negro League team.
Yeah.
And the Negro League Museum is down there. And it looks really cool, and I really want to go to it and check it out, but I feel like that'd be a good excuse to be like, oh yeah, I'll travel with the team this weekend and go call games, and then after the games go check out the games go check out the.
That's a lot of history right there too.
Yeah, exactly. It's very like their jerseys. A lot of times they'll wear the old school Monarchs jerseys. Their logo is literally the Monarchs logo, all that. But yeah, they'll wear like the white and red pinstripes.
I think they were last year's champions was you guys, King Counties, but I think they were the year before.
I believe that is correct. I think you are right, Robbie. They've won in the last 3 years. I just can't remember if it was 2 years ago or the year before.
I know the Dogs. I think the Dogs were one of the matchups they played, and they beat us.
Let's see. Yep, last year. I was about to say Fargo is the other one I remember. I couldn't remember which year it was.
Yeah, they beat the Dogs last year. Yeah.
Fargo beat Milwaukee the year before that.
Yep.
My boys
Milwaukee beat us. I was camera guy for that series. The Milwaukee Milkmen.
The old Milkmen.
And I was on a walk-off too. Oh,
My boys texted and said the mini helmets we got last week just arrived and said they are better looking in person. Michael, that happens a lot here, dude.
Oh, wow.
A lot, like even this helmet here. This looks pretty good on stream, but to be honest, whoever won this, I think you're gonna like it even more in person when you see it. And I feel like that happens a lot with like the chromes. Like once we start seeing that Randy Moss and that Kurt Warner, like when that stuff gets out on the desk, I'm like, oh my God.
Oh.
Like it looks good on camera, but just wait. So that's good to hear, man. And what about the College World Series this year? Lots of first-time teams making it and beating powerhouses. Yeah. I was watching the LSU game last night. I actually don't even remember, or I don't know who won that game in the end, but that's what they were saying. They were like, this is almost like a college basketball tournament. The way these like number one teams are dropping. Because I know
I was gonna say Oregon. I think just got knocked out.
Oregon lost. Vanderbilt was the big one.
Yeah,
because they were number one. And then the two teams that were preseason number one got knocked out in the first round. I can't remember who they were, but yeah, it's been wild. It's certainly been wild. Murray State.
Vanderbilt got eliminated by Eastern Tennessee State University.
Murray State. Yeah, 12-11 win for Murray State.
Yeah, Murray.
Dang, I almost hit. I had a bet I had LSU by 3 runs, and they were getting murdered early, and then they came back and won 10-6, so that covered. But Southern blew it against Miami. Lost 5-4. Southern miss.
I was going to say, yeah, Oregon got eliminated by Cal Poly.
Yeah, that was a wild one.
Trying to think what other one was a big one. Auburn is still alive. UNC still alive, like a high-ranked one.
Murray State's 42-14. It'll be interesting.
Wow.
Arizona plays North Carolina on Friday. Miami plays Louisville.
Oh, that's right. University of Texas. What is that? San Antonio took out the Texas Longhorns, who was ranked number 2.
Yeah, there's been some wild ones.
Wow.
The number 1 team and the number 2 team are both out already.
I'm just looking at the College World Series bracket, and you're right, Colin. This looks like a total like March Madness bracket buster.
Let's see it.
Look at it. Like all you.
Yeah, because
Vanderbilt
was number 1, and Louisville's the one that came out.
Texas is on the other corner.
Southern Miss was the ranked team in this one.
Yeah.
Miami's the one that came out. This one was chalk. This one was chalk. That's chalk. Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
Arizona came out. Auburn. But yeah, on this side,
You look Duke.
UTSA.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? So yeah, literally the number 1 team, the number 2 team, both eliminated. The number, what was that? Oklahoma or Ole Miss. They're gone.
Yep.
Murray State. Georgia's out. Duke got it. West Virginia's in. Clemson's out. Like,
Oh man.
yeah, it's been wild, man. And it makes you wonder about some of these matchups. Like on paper, LSU should probably beat West Virginia pretty easily, but you just never know.
Yeah.
Duke and Murray State, I mean,
Those are the two surprising ones.
yeah, so Murray State might have a chance.
Unranked and making it this far. Wow.
It's fun to watch. Fun to watch. Guys, it's 1:15. We are still without our first break of this show, even though we are right on the doorstep of 2 of them for sure. Both 2 to go, ready to strike. We're in the red zone, just need to punch it in. We got 2 other breaks that are 4 to go. So let's get it done, guys. And then we're on to a new series when it comes to the practice squad. Brand new headliners, but a guaranteed Edgerrin James full-size authentic. We should go get that now. Make that happen. I think the softball tournament's been interesting too. There was, I can't remember who it was, Oklahoma, I think, who had won. I saw the stat, but they had like maybe won a bunch in a row or had been to the finals or into the second part of the tournament a certain amount of times, whatever it was. It was something crazy stat about Oklahoma softball. and Texas Tech beat them last night, 3-2.
That was a crazy stat.
Yeah, I can't remember what
I
it
couldn't
was.
believe Oklahoma has been that dominated for that many years.
Oklahoma's dynasty.
3 years, I think they said it was.
Yeah, I need
3 years.
Let's see.
3 or 4 years they dominated the women's soccer
Softball.
or softball. Thank you. Yes, I knew. Softball.
I can't remember the stat, but it was something. It was something wild. See if I can find it. There you go. That's what it was. So Oklahoma failed to reach the Women's College World Series final for the first time in the past 5 NCAA tournaments. So they 5 years in a row they've made it, and yeah, the Texas Tech Red Raiders ended that. Just going to ask you about yep, there it is. Yeah, this right here, 3-2.
All right, Bobby, what did you get, Bobby?
Let's see.
Bobby Boulay. Jumping in that single box of vaults.
Nice. So 1 to go.
1 to go, folks.
Closer magic on the line. Yeah, this is how this one is shaking out. Oh, they're already. Yeah, they're already here. So they're way far ahead. Finals is going to be Texas versus Texas Tech.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it was down to Oklahoma, Oregon, Ole Miss, and Texas Tech. In bracket 2. Bracket 1 was Texas, Florida, Tennessee, and UCLA. Oklahoma would have been 5 wins, and Texas Tech's never went before. So this is kind of a crazy matchup.
Yeah.
3-game series.
I saw
starting tomorrow. Have to tune in. Is it bad that I kind of want Texas Tech to win now then? Because they've never been? Surely Texas has won before. Yep, Texas and Texas Tech. Women's College World Series. Who do you think is going to win, Amanda? Who are you taking? Texas was the 5th ranked team going in. Texas Tech was the 11th ranked team going in. It's just funny how that works. Texas A&M was first. Where'd they go? Like they fell off the map. Exciting. It's an exciting time.
Oh yeah, I love this time. You got college World Series, softball World Series. Pretty soon here we'll have Little League World Series starting up.
Oh, baseball's in full swing, but you got
baseball.
NBA Finals. You got the Stanley Cup. All that's happening right now.
July we got the All-Star break.
Yeah, the next month. The rest of June will be fun, and then after that it's gonna be it's just baseball and NASCAR. I guess
football starts too. We got training
all
camp.
the way in September.
No, training camp starts at the end
but you're
of July.
you're not gonna turn on training camp at
Trust
1
me,
o'clock.
I'm going down there. I'm watching.
Okay, well that's different. I'm just saying when you're chilling at home on a Tuesday night.
Okay, yeah.
And it's 6 p.m. and you're like, all right, what primetime game we got going today?
There's nothing.
You have baseball.
Nothing. It's just baseball.
Yeah, it's
right.
baseball.
Baseball and NASCAR. I'm sorry. I love my NASCAR. I'll sit there and
well, for me
flip.
too, it's UFC's every Saturday. So
okay.
We got that too. Big pay-per-view this weekend. Rob Balashvili versus
We got Larry Jensen. He's taking care of his necessary fees here.
Okay. 4 to go in the jerseys, 2 to go in the practice squad, 1 to go in the vault single, and 4 to go in the vault quad, guys. Najiri is an amazing pitcher. Let's find out if she's an amazing pitcher. She was the one that ended the game, right? For Texas Tech? Or she pitched in that last game? Hey, she's pitched. Hasn't she pitched a ridiculous amount of innings in a row or something? I saw some stat about her that she pitched every inning or something. I don't remember. It was something crazy. Ooh, she's the first $1 million softball player. She signed the richest softball NIL deal in history. Good for her. She's the reigning National Player of the Year. I swear I saw something where it was like she's pitched some ridiculous amount. 362 pitches. Thank you, Amanda. That's crazy. How about the Yankees visiting the Dodgers this past weekend, then the Mets come into town? Strange scheduling. Yeah, no kidding. They got to run through the gauntlet, man. Got to run through the gauntlet. She hits, too. Is there a designated hitter in softball, Amanda? I actually don't know. I'm showing my ignorance on it, but I actually don't know.
I was watching it last night.
I'm guessing there's
a
not
DH?
if she's hitting.
I don't think there is a D. I don't think I saw a DH.
Yeah, well, she's hitting, which makes me think there isn't.
I want to say softball, college or women's softball don't have a.
Yeah, Yankees.
No,
That's a tough
they
go.
do not.
Whoa.
No women's fast pitch softball does not have a designated hitter. Instead, it utilizes a designated player slash flex rule. The DP is a designated batter who starts in the lineup and can hit for any of the 9 defensive positions. The flex player can bat for the DP, run for the DP on base, and enter defense at any time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. That's definitely different.
So more details explained. So the DP is a player who only bats and does not play defense. They can bat for any of the other 9 positions, allowing teams to maximize their lineup. The flex player can bat for the DP, run for the DP on base, and enter defense at any time.
So wait, there's a DP and there's a flex player?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm gonna have to look more into this because I'm a little
difference
confused.
between baseball's DH.
Okay, yeah. Tell me this.
The DP in softball can also play defense, unlike the baseball DH, who is strictly a batter.
So it's not. I'm confused though. So wait, can this?
The purpose is the DP flex rule allows teams to separate their best hitters and fielders, potentially leading to more strategic matchups.
But like, can they fill in for anybody at any time, or is it like you pick one player and that's the person that they're filling in for? Like, if you're playing shortstop,
Says here that it's designated batter who starts in the lineup and can hit for any of the 9 defensive positions.
see, that's the part I'm confused about. Can hit for, so it's like when I hand in a lineup,
They have to start in the lineup?
yeah, like if let's say I'm the DP and I'm hitting for you, you're the shortstop or whatever.
Yeah.
So when I hand in a lineup that has our batting order, I'm going to put my name instead of your name, or is it like I'm at the bottom and I can fill in anywhere?
I wonder if
at
it's
any point?
utilized as like if that position player is in a slump,
Right.
then that you can utilize then that DP to bat for that position player because that position player is on a slow, like a not a fire,
Right. But then
it's cold.
there's a flex player too, or is that the same?
So the flex player, I'm assuming, is then can come in and bat and take that position player's spot.
But does it have to be
and
for the
repl-
DP, or
and
can it be
replace-
anybody?
and it's kind of like replacing that position player. So I'm guessing that position player, let's say, for instance, you start at shortstop,
Mm-hmm.
and by the 3rd inning, you're 0 for 3. I'm going to use my flex player now to replace you, your batting spot, and your defensive
But can I
position.
come back in the game?
No, you're probably
So it's
taken out.
what? That's just a sub. Like, why is it? I don't understand.
I mean, I'm not. No,
That's- yeah,
no,
but
I don't
that's-
know. Maybe I don't know.
That's like, with the Cubs, if Pete Crow Armstrong comes out of the game and you put in a different center fielder,
yeah.
it's the same thing,
You're
isn't
subbing.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a flex. Like I'm
it's weird.
confused about the terminology, I guess. Oh, I'm gonna look more into it in between shows because I need answers and I don't have them, and it's frustrating.
It's frustrating.
When I don't know what's happening, I'm frustrated. I'm also frustrated when we're one spot to go and we don't have a closer, guys. That's usually the one that ends up winning on Tuesdays. Just history. I'm telling you, that's what happens. One spot left. Every single photoed headliner not named Julio Jones still out here in the trick play vault. Hydro Speed Flex Josh Allen with the red visor. The ripped Redskins Speed Flex. Rippin, Theismann, Williams all on one lid, all with inscriptions. That thing is crazy. Ham Lambert Russell. It is a replica helmet, but it's an amp. You don't see a lot of these, especially triple sign. Jordan Love, Bo Jackson, Edgerrin James, Puka Nacua, Tyreek Hill. There's names all over the place. Everything but Julio Jones. Same with all these guys. James Cook, Hines Ward, Trey McBride. You can win any of these for $93. And then again, we're 2 spots to go in the practice squad. 2 to go in the practice squad. Guaranteed full-size authentic Edgerrin James. I mean, what more could you want? $48 for an Edgerrin James authentic. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Softball DP flex rule. A DP does not have to be used. If used, it must be noted on the starting lineup. A team using the DP starts the game with 10 players on the lineup card, but could end the game with 9 or 10. The starting DP can play defense for any of the other 9 players in the lineup.
Okay.
See, this is where I need clarification. Are you saying you have to point that out at the beginning? Like, this DP is going to play for the shortstop.
I have to have 10 on your card.
Yeah, so you have
or
10.
You can have 9.
You don't have to have one, but if you do, you have to note it on the starting lineup, and you can have 10 players on your lineup.
So then, is that 10th player utilized throughout the whole entire game, or at any time in the game?
I think, I don't know. Let me keep reading.
Okay.
I'm
trying to grasp this too.
If the starting DP plays defense for a player listed within the first 9 batting positions in the lineup,
okay,
that player will continue to bat in her original position in the lineup and has not left the game. Okay, we're getting somewhere.
Okay, so she stays in.
So this DP, if you're the DP, Robbie,
yes,
you're going to be in the 10th spot when I put in that lineup card.
Okay,
listed as a DP.
Yes.
If I'm like struggling, throwing the ball around at shortstop, I can like, Robbie, get out there. You're going to go play DP. Like, you're playing shortstop the rest of this inning.
Okay.
We get out of the inning.
Yes.
You're back to your DP spot. I'm still in the game at shortstop.
Okay.
Still hitting, all that stuff. That's how I understand this so far.
Okay.
So it's like, you can get me out. Vault is closed. We will continue the DP conversation after we do the vault break.
Yes, it looks like Joey Poe closed us out. And well, actually, hold on. Let me double check. Accidentally hit something.
Oh, no.
Yes, I did. Actually,
The next one is contradicting to what I just said.
Yeah, Jared Menzer has closed that out. Thank you, Jared. Thank you, closing that out. Vault single coming up, folks. If you are in that, Amanda, Aaron, Robert Stuckel, Robert Boulay, and Jared Collin is going to get you guys set up for that box number.
Sweet.
Number 3.
Vault number 3. Amanda, Aaron, Robert Stuckel, Robert Boulay, and Jared Menzer. First box of the show, guys. Out there watching, join me in the single basketball. Let's go. The DP/flex are basically married to each other, hypothetically speaking. Yeah, I see that's... once I got to Rule 6, I'm like, oh no, everything I just said is wrong. Because it says... Because I said the DP's in the 10th spot.
Yeah.
The player listed in the 10th position in the lineup will play defense only and will be called a flex player. The DP and the flex player can play defense simultaneously. I am once again confused.
How?
I'm once again confused. No. So do you label one of your starting 9 players as the DP?
That's like confusing.
I'm
Why
reading
couldn't you
the
just
thing.
end it right there? No, you had to go.
What I'm confused. So is the DP one of your starting 9 players? Like,
that's what.
If I have a center fielder, I'm like, that's my center fielder, and they're my DP. Is that what you say? Like, I'm confused. Jared, he says,
up,
gentlemen,
Jared?
what's up, what's up, what's up?
So from what Amanda Adams is saying, the DP flex are basically married to each other, hypothetically speaking.
All right, we need to read the entire rules first. I'm going to read through this. And once we're done with this, we're going to read the entire rules and then we'll ask questions because they might have answers in this rule page.
Possibly.
But I feel like we're asking, like, when I'm a big board game guy. When I'm explaining a board game to somebody and they start asking questions about things I'm about to say,
Yes.
I'm always just like, all right, like let me explain in its entirety first, and then if you have questions that were not answered in my explanation,
I'll answer them.
we'll answer them.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I'm the same way.
yeah, like, well, wait, can I move a guy? I'm like, I'll tell you if you just let me talk first.
Okay, there it is, Colin. Amanda has explained it to us.
DP is your batter, flex is your fielder. Okay, but this says the DP can play in the field. The starting DP can play defense for any of the other 9 players in the lineup. That's what this says.
But then I'm sure when you scroll down, it changes.
The next rule says the starting DP plays defense for a player listed within the first 9 batting positions in the lineup. That player will continue to bat in her original position in the lineup and has not left the game. So I think it's...
I know, I saw her comment too. I was like, wait.
That sounds backwards. That sounds like the DP is fielding for somebody that's hitting. Okay. The flex can bat for themselves, but then the DP can no longer play. Now, that is in here. It says
That's
the player
how it
listed in the 10th... No, wait, hold on. If the starting DP plays defense for the flex player has left the game, and the team continues with 9 players. So if the defensive player ever... But why is the flex in the game? I thought they were listed 10th. And not... I'm so...
Let's do this vault single.
Yeah, somebody give me a box number. I can't look at this right now. I'm so confused. I thought this would clarify things. I have more questions than answers. I don't know who's doing what right now.
Who's on first there, Colin? Who's on first?
I don't know.
Who's on first?
Third base. If the NCAA had half a brain, which they don't, they would just mimic MLB rules. That would
Who's
make
on
things
second?
a little easier. It's the same thing as a DH in baseball? I don't think so. I don't. Jeremy, all due respect, I think you're a little behind. We've lost the DH 30 minutes ago. The DP is batting for the flex. But who's the flex? Jeremy said, I'm just as lost as you guys, and I'm late. Yeah, that's even worse. You ever like... I don't know. I've had this happen in school before where it's like we're in the middle of a lesson and then, I don't know. The truth is I'm like usually talking to somebody else or I have to go out in the hallway and talk to somebody and then I come back in and it's like you just pick up the lesson and you're like, what? Wait, what? What? Well, hold on. What? Like, I don't even know what you're talking about right now. All right. Amanda's trying and I appreciate her. Yes, the DP can play for any 9 players on the field. But once determined who the flex is, they are linked. Amanda, let me just start with this question because I'm still confused. Can the DP switch? When you say can play for any 9 players on the field, like can they come in for the third baseman, then come in for the shortstop, then come in for the... Or is it like, no, this person is who the DP is filling in for? Oh, Jared. we are getting a box number now. All right. Plenty of time. Let's go get it. $22 in the vault. Stop it, Steven. He's the worst chat bot in the chat. The flex is a running back, wide receiver, tight end, typically used in fantasy football. I wish it was that easy. All right, here we go. First break. We got 8 clicks for box 22 coming up in the vault. Aaron down to Aaron. We got 30 people watching. Again, guys, for those that are just joining us, This is the next break to focus in on. 2 spots to go in the single box break for the practice squad. Edgerrin James Lunar Authentic is the last one. 1 box left, and it's that helmet right there. If you want it, go get it. Here we go. Aaron down to Aaron. As mentioned, it's actually already in here, so perfect. We've got Aaron Custer in the NFC North, Jared Menzer in the NFC South. The NFC East is going to belong to Robert Boulet. We got Aaron Custer in the NFC West. We got Amanda Adams in the AFC North. Bless her heart, trying to help us out. Robert Stukel in the AFC South. Aaron Custer, AFC East and AFC West. Sir, can I get 22, please?
That's what I was looking at. I'm like, where do you
We
see?
spun the wheel,
Oh,
and it landed on 22.
I'm looking. I'm like, I didn't hear 22. I didn't even hear the word wheel. I was like, I was about to tell you, like, bro, did you even do the wheels?
I did the wheel. 22.
22 in the bolts.
Blue 22. Steven. Bob said, Robbie, those quick naps are great. Not a basketball guy. Sorry, Charles. But are you a money guy, though, Jared? Because even if you're not a basketball guy, you can still win some pretty sick moolah off the NBA Finals for every single three-pointer made throughout the entire NBA Finals. $5 gift card for every single one.
Yeah. I don't think it's about the items. I think it's about the contest, Jared.
Boys, giving the barber to the Camara Authentic for 6 cuts. That'll last me till Thanksgiving, probably. Nice, dude. Oh man, I gotta start. I wish there was more of that. I wish it wasn't so like money for product. It should be product for product. We gotta go back to the old school days of trade. 6 haircuts for an Alvin Kamara Authentic. That's beautiful. 22, Robbie. It's NASCAR Tuesday. You got one?
22.
22.
Joey Logano.
That's right. The Joey Logano box coming up in number 22. Every single headliner still out there not named Julio Jones. I believe we are starting with a rep with no vault key. We have our first listed headliner of the series, and it's on a 2.0 salute to service. How about the star tight end for the Arizona Cardinals, Trey McBride?
Nice.
Aaron Custer came in with 4 spots, and the spots are going to pay off with a Trey McBride replica helmet. Very nice, brother. Congratulations.
Nice hit there, Aaron.
This guy is going to be very good. Feels like Kyler Murray and him are starting to build a rapport. Had a good season last year. I think he'll build off that. To me, he feels like part of that next coming at tight ends. I think we were talking about that either yesterday or today. But Brock Bowers, Trey McBride, maybe a couple of these rookies like Loveland and Warren. There's one more I'm forgetting. But it feels like that next wave is coming. Congrats, Aaron.
Boys giving the barber the Camaro Authentic for 6 cuts. Oh, last me until Thanksgiving, probably. Oh, my goodness.
249276. Perfect.
Jared, curious to see how many haircuts you might win.
Yeah. None on this break, unfortunately.
When Colin needed a haircut, you went to Jared. That's awesome.
I get the joke, but like,
Bob
actually,
Jersey.
for real, I might
Bobby,
go to Jared.
that's hilarious, Bobby. That's hilarious.
I might go to Jared. Very nice. Aaron, by the way, Beckett
he
certified.
went to Jared.
This is probably my favorite salute to service. Like, now that I've
Yes.
seen all 3 of them pretty consistently, I think I've landed on the tan one, the 2.0 being my favorite.
The desert camel?
The desert camo.
The desert.
I know we've seen the 4.0, I think once or twice now, and I haven't seen it enough to make a decision yet. That like,
4.0.
like the dark.
we got
one. Yeah, we've had it. We've had it like twice.
Oh,
We're actually kind of ahead of the curve. I don't think they're actually officially out yet,
No, they're not.
but we've had it a couple times. So yeah, we had a Darrell Revis, I think, on one on a Jets.
Ooh.
But yeah, they're like a dark forest green. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I've only seen it once.
Let's
All
see.
right.
We've got Heath. Heath is jumping into that practice squad, so I think we are sold out on that practice squad.
Nice.
Yes, we are.
How many speed
New
flexes do you
practice
think I
squad
need to
coming
give
to you,
for a
folks.
ring?
A new practice squad.
I guess it
correct?
depends on the ring. I'd probably say 3 to be safe. Depending on the speed flex, of course. If it's kind of a standard flex, maybe 4. If it's more like this Julio Jones, maybe 2.
And we got Christopher McDonald jumping into the diamond single.
Thank you. We're starting to pick up some action, guys. Up to 45 people watching here. People on the lunch hour checking out Ultimate Autographs. Just closed up the practice squad, which means we're going to have a brand new practice squad series, guys. Charles is pushing. I'll close out the basketball single if 5 people buy in. So we have a Chase wheel spin. So that is the gauntlet throwdown. That would put it to 1 to go. And Charles said he'll get the closer spot. I know he's in there already. We got Karl Malone and James Harden, guys. 2 of the last 8. And again, every single entry you put in here, you are getting yourself into a top spot draw to win a $5 gift card for every 3-point shot made during the NBA Finals. Robbie and Ricky did the math on it the other day for last year's, and it would have been almost a $600 gift card. So definitely worth it. Robbie, the box you grab for this better be heavy. Otherwise, we've been bamboozled.
Oh. Don't do that to me.
I don't know why there's 2 numbers on here for the practice squad too, but it should only be 1, I believe.
Yeah. All right, let's get that last box for you, sir.
Yep. So we'll have that list. Here's the new practice squad, by the way. Victory formation. All right, sweet. That's good. Victory formation. I believe these are all... Well, let me double check before I say that. There's 1 rep. The Kurt Warner is a replica helmet. This one right here. All these full-size authentics. Antonio Gates, Jim Kelly, Bijan Robinson, Bo Jackson, my man AJ Green. Unks in here. Shannon Sharp, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Baker Mayfield. We got Julius Peppers. There's one for Robbie. Lawrence Taylor, Funko Pop. Very cool. All in this brand new victory formation practice squad. So 7, 8, 9 full-size authentics in 30 boxes. 10 full-size helmets. 1 in 3 chance of just full-size helmets. 12 in 30 for the headliners as a whole. Kyron Williams, one of my favorite running backs in the game. We've got Marcus Allen and Warren Moon as well. I think this is the last one, at least if the board's to be trusted. This is the only box that was over there, right? Yeah, because you got it right over here, right, Robbie?
What's that?
The practice squad box?
Yeah.
This is the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is the last one. There were 2 numbers on the ticker, but there was only 1 left, and it's Edgerrin James, and it feels heavy. I'm pretty sure it's Edgerrin James. So yeah, this is the last one, and we've got. Do we have the list? Donde, Mr. Lopez?
What's up?
The list?
Did I not give it to you?
I don't see it. But yeah, the new one's ready. 1 to 30. Brand spanking new. Give a custom painted Burrow and custom Chase for a diamond. Yeah, I think that would sound fair to me. If your diamond plug is a collector, I'd do that deal.
Where the hell did it go? Oh, here it is. My apologies.
It's okay. So I'll probably go ahead and open it actually, so you guys can see that it is Edgerrin James, and then we'll randomize. But yeah, well, I mean, I've been saying it the entire show that it was the last one, and it's Edgerrin James. I don't know why there were 2 on the ticker, but yeah, they did one, I'm guessing this morning, and now this is the edge. So we'll open it up first, and then we'll randomize. Here we go. Full-size authentic helmet. And it is one of the best running backs of all time. Lunar authentic. Signed by Edgerrin James, y'all. This is what we are playing for. These people right here. Tim Kelly, Heath Steven, Parker Taylor, Joey Poe, and Heath Steven with the close. So Heath's out here with 3 spots. Parker's got 2. Tim has 2. And Joey has 1. You guys are looking for that AFC South spot to take home the Edgerrin James. 8 clicks. Here we go. Good luck, fellas. Let's find out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And I believe the spots are going to pay off for Heath Steven. Closer magic at that. The AFC South taking down Edgerrin James. Very nice, man. Little Edgerrin James authentic to cap off that last practice squad. Heath had 3 spots in the break, Robbie. So less than $150 for a Edgerrin James full-size authentic lunar. That's
a win.
Not bad at all, man.
That's a win.
That's an absolute W. That is the right way to play it, Heath. Congratulations on your brand new Edgerrin James Lunar Authentic. The good news for Adam, if he is after Edgerrin James is still available in the Vault series on a Salute to Service Authentic, as well as a lot of other great things. If he was interested in Colts helmet, that's all right too, because in that Vault series, there's also still, or no, which one? Somewhere there's a Marshall Faulk Colts helmet. I've lost it. The Diamonds. If he wants a Colts Lunar Authentic, the Diamonds has a Marshall Faulk still out there. Randy Moss, Kurt Warner, 2 Chrome flexes still out there. Brett Favre, Derrick Henry, Darrell Revis, all on some flexes. Bruce Smith and Bijan Robinson in the Diamond helmets. $96 in the single, guys. This is one of those ones that's like, yeah, this is going to look cooler in person. Beautiful lids here. All in the diamonds. So those were the 2 breaks that were definitely right on the doorstep of getting done. So the question is, guys, do we want to do anything else? We're 6 to go in the diamond single. We're 4 to go on the jerseys. 6 to go on the basketball single. That is the chase. 4 to go on the Vault quad. And we did see our first listed headliner. Heck yeah, that's a W. Yes, sir. That is a W. W and a half on Edgerrin James.
Breaking news, Colin.
What's that?
Breaking news. Knicks just fired Tom Thibodeau.
Really?
Yep.
That's interesting, considering where they got this year.
Wow.
Yeah, and Heath made a good business decision, by the way, because he only had 1 spot in this break. There were 2 spots to go there for a while, and Heath said, you know what? Let me just throw in that extra 90-something bucks just in case, and that was the closer spot that ended up hitting. So great decision by Heath. Congrats on the dub. So again, guys, for the Vault, we did pull the Trey McBride. Every other photoed headliner still here now, down to the last 27 with 14 headliners. Better than a 50% chance the next one we do is going to be a photoed or listed headliner. Puka Nacua, Tyreek Hill, Rave Authentic. Josh Allen, Hydro Speed Flex with the red visor. Myles Garrett, Slate Flex. Bo Jackson, Edgerrin James, both Authentics. George Kittle on the Speed Flex. The 2 reps are Darrell Revis and this triple signed AMP helmet for the Steelers. Ham, Lambert, and Russell. Jack Ham, Jack Lambert, Andy Russell. We got Jordan Love on the full-size Authentic. And then this insane-looking Redskins helmet, man. Sheesh. Super Bowl champs inscription all over the place. Gold visor. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Here's the Allen, by the way. So, yeah, that's pretty fresh. I mean, it's kind of nice. Pretty fresh in the Vault. We're pretty fresh in the Diamonds, and then obviously brand spanking new here in the Victory Formation practice squad. Everything in here is an authentic outside of Kurt Warner, and then obviously the Lawrence Taylor Funko and the Julius Peppers Mini. You got some good names in here, though. Amon-Ra St. Brown, I mean, one of the best wide receivers in the NFL today, pretty hands down. Jim Kelly, 4 straight Super Bowls. A.J. Green, one of the best receivers in those 2010s. You got the Bake Show on the authentic old school creamsicle helmets for the Buccaneers. Shannon Sharp on the camo. Bijan Robinson, Antonio Gates, Bo Jackson. Double box break. Obviously, Julius Peppers, Amon-Ra St. Brown, an opportunity at a double up. Bijan Robinson, Baker Mayfield in that NFC South. Potentially win that. Bo Jackson and Shannon Sharp in the AFC West. Kurt Warner and Aaron Donald in the NFC West. So you got a lot of options on the double ups on photoed headliners. But it's 151, guys. Probably give it like 9 more minutes. See if we want to get anything else back. If you guys want to chase wheel spin, like Charles keeps saying, 5 more people to get in the single basketball break, and we can have a chase wheel spin.
Yep.
Still looking for Karl Malone and James Harden in that one. but I'll drop in our closest breaks. 4 to go in the quad for the vault. We are 6 to go in the basketball single. That is for the chase. That'd probably be the only one in the chase too. So only 8 people, $53. I mean, chances of you winning a basketball item and potentially ending up with more money than what you started with, pretty good. 4 to go in the jerseys. That'd be the easiest one to fill up, considering there's it's only $28 to get in. We still got Aaron Donald, Warren Moon, Jamar Chase, and Fred Taylor when it comes to headliners. And then the diamond single, 6 to go. These are our closest breaks, guys. If you guys want to do anything else, let's attack. We'll give it a couple more minutes. We'll go to 2 o'clock, and then we'll call it a show. All right. I'm going back, Robbie. I gotta figure out these rules for softball.
Oh, you're still on that rule. I thought we went past that. I thought we got past that.
No, I'm not. I haven't read all the rules yet.
It's like, guys, I will get to the bottom of the line with this.
Okay. Let's start from the top.
All right.
A DP
A DP.
does not have to be used.
No.
You don't need to have one if you don't want one. Okay? We're good. We're good on that one.
We're good on that.
That makes sense. You don't have to have a DP. If it is used, it must be noted in the starting lineup.
Okay.
So if you it got to be there. Got to list this person as the DP.
Yes.
This is where things start to get dicey. A team using the DP starts the game with 10 players on the lineup card, but they could end the game with 9 or 10.
Okay.
The starting DP can play defense
Okay.
for any of the other 9 players in the lineup.
DP.
Robbie's
equals
writing it down.
Defense.
So they can play defense
Okay.
for any player in the lineup, any of the starting 9.
Any
So
player.
the DP will not be, if I'm understanding this right, the DP will not be one of the 9 position players out there because they can come in and play defense for any of the 9.
Correct.
If the starting DP plays defense for a player listed within the first 9 batting positions in the lineup, plays defense for a player
So
listed
that means within the first 2 innings, basically.
within the first 9, no,
Because you're saying 9 batters.
9 batting positions. So I think it's just saying if the starting DP plays defense for a player listed within the first 9 batting positions in the lineup. That is a weird way to phrase it.
To me, it sounds like 3 innings. The first 3 innings. Because that's, if you're thinking about it, 9 batting positions, meaning...
I think they're saying 9 batting positions, meaning like the pitcher, the catcher, the first baseman, second baseman, third baseman, shortstop, left field, right field, center field. Those are the 9 batting positions. Right?
Yes. Yes. Okay, yes.
Hey, Karen, what's left in college? Am I Karen? How did I get here? I don't know who you're talking to. We haven't talked about the college much, and we should
No.
talk about it more, to be honest, because there's still some good stuff left in there. We are still looking for the Derrick Henry Speed Flex, the Drew Brees full-size authentic helmet. We got the Jamar Chase LSU Speed Flex. We got the Bo Jackson Speed Flex still out there on the Heisman. The Josh Allen Wyoming Speed Flex is still there, and the Steve Young Speed Flex. So 5 Speed Flexes plus the Drew Brees authentic when it comes to the photoed headliners here in the college half and half. We're also still looking for Bruce Smith, Terrell Davis, George Kittle, and Tyreek Hill. So Bijan Robinson, the only one gone. It is 15 boxes and 10 headliners left when it comes to that. Not sure if the rules will be in play tonight. It's howling out there. Like windy? I don't understand. They're so lucky they pitch underhand. I nearly blew my UCL out in high school. Dude, that's not fun. Come on, guys. 5 people. That's right. Let's do it. You're welcome, Ronnie. I don't know how I feel about being called Karen, but you're welcome. First 9 spots in order. Okay. Steven's helping us.
Okay. Here we
Charles
go.
Dog, just do it. Buy the whole thing. Then you get the wheel spin and you win. That's facts. That is true. Okay, let's get back to business. Where are we at? Okay. Starting DP plays defense for a player listed within the first 9 batting positions in the lineup. That player, which I think they're referring to the player the DP comes in for, will continue to bat in her original position in the lineup and has not left the game. So this is how I'm understanding it right now, Robbie. It's saying if you're playing shortstop,
Yes.
you're batting, you're in the lineup,
I'm
you're
in the
batting
lineup.
fourth. You're batting fourth, you're playing shortstop.
Yeah.
I'm the DP.
Yeah.
I have entered the game for you at shortstop. I am now playing shortstop. But I'm not hitting. You're still hitting.
Yeah.
You're basically a DH now.
You okay?
You're hitting for me.
Yeah.
If you want to think about it in baseball terms.
Uh-huh.
I'm playing your position, but you're still in the game batting fourth.
Yes.
So that's what I think the DP is I at any point can go in for a position player and play defense for the rest of the game, but that player does not have to leave the game. They still get to hit.
They still get to hit.
Okay. Now, the player listed in the 10th position in the lineup, this doesn't have to be the DP,
This is the flex guy you're talking about.
will play defense only and will be called a flex player.
Okay. Yep. I get that.
I don't.
I get that. The 10th
Are there
the
9
10th guy is your flex player.
But they're playing defense?
You don't have to utilize that 10th guy as a flex player in the game. Like if you're up, you're not going to utilize that 10th player. You're going to use your 9. But say if you're down in this, because it's a strategic way. It's a way to have a way to, if you're down, this gives you leverage to kind of put your best player in to get you back into the game or to take the lead. Basically, as how I'm seeing it.
Okay. All right. I'm
That's
trying
the flex.
I'm trying to understand that.
We got 2 orders coming in.
Oh,
so
sweet.
Keep going.
All right. What'd they get into?
Parker got into practice squad double.
Nice. Get the party started there. All right, yeah, let's go to number 7 here. If the starting DP plays defense for the flex player has left the game, and the team continues with 9 players.
So that flex player can only play one time or be used one time.
The flex player can never be offense only, it says in this reminder. So they have to play defense.
And then we have a first timer, Marissa Dambe, getting into the jerseys.
All right. Welcome. Sorry, we're talking about softball. or unless you're into that and can help out, that'd be really good.
Help Colin explain it.
Oh yeah, I'm just
Understand
confused.
it. Not explain it, but help Colin understand it. He wants to know what is the DP and flex.
I need to
all
keep
about.
reading about the flex. Let me go to 8. The flex, this is the first time we've touched 8. The flex player can bat or run, but only in the original DP's position.
Ronnie's
What?
Larry Jensen jumping into that college half and half single box.
Oh, this is terrible.
Yep.
Sounds good. Ronnie, thank you. The flex player and the DP can never be on offense simultaneously. When the flex player bats for the DP, the flex player bats in position of... Oh, my God. Listen to the jumbled up sentence this is. When the flex player bats for the DP, the flex player bats in position of the original DP. Who's the new DP? The DP is considered to have left the game, but the flex player is not. If the DP re-enters the game, she must do so in her original batting order position, and the flex player could A, move back to the 10 position in the lineup, or B, leave the game. If the flex player moves back to the 10th position in the lineup, the team resumes the game with 10 players, and the flex player has never left the game. I'm going to throw up. Ty said, now I'm confused.
Be honest with you, Colin, you're giving me a migraine.
I'm giving myself a migraine, but I have to figure this out.
I am so damn fucking
I'm
confused.
so confused.
I mean, I'm so confused.
The last rule.
Yeah,
you-
sorry, that didn't mean to have that slip.
A
But
substitute can enter the game for either the DP, or the flex position. The substitute can enter on defense or as a pinch hitter or a pinch runner.
oh my goodness.
If that's, listen, this is literally, there's 11 boxes of rules here. And if that wasn't confusing enough, they've added 8 reminders.
8 reminders, like, hey.
God.
Oh my goodness.
Jared said, aha. Now it all makes sense.
Aha.
Oh my God. They should have just the same rules as baseball, but keep the DP.
Aaron Custard is getting into the half and half single along with Larry Jensen. He's grabbing 2 spots.
I actually feel like I'm going to throw up reading this. I don't get it. I'm trying so hard to understand, and I just don't. It threw me for the flex. I was understanding the DP. It felt like we were in a good position, right?
We were.
Where it was like the DP
were.
can fill in for somebody while the batter still hits, and that's fine. They just play defense for him. The flex threw an entire loop into everything, and now I don't get it again. Like Robbie said, just scroll down further and the rules will change. Yeah. This is every single time I read a rule, it's like, however, when this specific scenario occurs,
If you have
forget about the
runners on
first 8
first and
things you read.
seconds.
Yeah. Forget about the first 8 things. Now this is the rule. But then when this happens, God. Oh, God. Jared, you're done. You're done. Oh, God. So 5 to go now in the single box break for the college, all of a sudden. 3 to go in the jerseys, guys. We'll give it like 2 more minutes. If you guys want to get anything closer to like 2 or so to go, we can stay on and we can break it. Otherwise, we'll have to call it a show. We'll be back on at 3. 4 to go now. All right, so we're moving a little bit in that college, guys. That one I just dropped in. 4 spots to go.
Aaron getting another spot in that one.
So we're halfway home on the college half and half. Again, Drew Brees, Purdue authentic. We got Derrick Henry on the Alabama speed flex, Jamar Chase speed flex, Josh Allen, Bo Jackson, Steve Young, all speed flexes. So still chasing 5 speed flexes, 1 authentic helmet, plus Bruce Smith, Terrell Davis, George Kittle, and Tyreek Hill on the listed headliner section. The next rule makes the prior rule collapse on itself. That's literally what it feels like. It's like, all right, I understand. Really, rule number 8's the one that threw it into an entire loop. And then 9 didn't help and 10 didn't help. It got more confusing and more confusing and more confusing. I have no idea what the flex player does.
I'm lost. I'm done. I gave up.
I'm not done, Robbie. We have to get to the bottom of this. We owe it to the
my
people.
My mind is throbbing right now.
There's 35 people watching that want nothing more than for us to figure this out. I think I speak for all of them. Come on out there, buy those breaks. I need 5 people into the single basketball so we can get a Chase wheel spin. That's right. Yeah, we're getting a little bit closer. So, I mean, we'll stay on. We'll see if the orders keep on because it's been a little bit of a consistent flow here over the last couple minutes. So we'll stay on as long as you guys want to play. There's still 35 people watching. So those 2 breaks I dropped in, those are both close, the jerseys and the college half and half. However, if you guys want to help out Charles get into that basketball series, that's how we get the Chase wheel spin for the day. You guys got a few different options if you guys want to keep the show going.
Vault quad box also 4 to go.
That's right. 4 to go in that vault quad. Let me try. Let's see if somebody else can explain it better.
Brass monkey, that funky monkey. Brass monkey, funky, that funky monkey.
Okay. Now this AI overview says.
Oh, you went AI now?
Well, this at least makes me feel a little better. I've not had a good boy seltzer.
What is a good boy seltzer? I'm a good boy.
I don't know
Robbie's always a good boy.
I don't know about all that, but
Made by John Daly.
oh, okay, I can get into that. Oh yeah,
Brass monkey, monkey.
I have had Happy Dads, but you're talking about You're talking about these right here? Little Good Boy vodka seltzers. These look like they'd be good to drink on a golf course, on a beach, out fishing maybe. I'll have to try it out. What do we got? I'm trying to read these flavors.
Nothing.
I can't read these.
We went cold.
I am 21.
That funky monkey. Hey.
Oh, come on.
He said, no bueno.
I just want to get a closer look.
Double click.
I tried.
There it is. Oh,
It keeps going away.
you gotta hover it.
I
Hold it.
try. I'm holding it.
Maybe hit the.
Done. God, we can't get anything working for us, man.
Nothing's working for
We
us
can't
today.
get anything.
Nothing.
We can't get anything working for us right
We got
now.
Austin Steinke coming in.
All right.
Austin, what number in the replica college series do you want?
Hey, you got a personal?
Yeah, it looks like a full-size replica college helmet. Are we running that? Do you know anything
Is that what
about
it is?
that?
Is that what the new? Hold
don't
on, let me
know.
look.
Can you look up on the?
It looks like it is a replica helmet college.
Okay. I was not aware of
We must
this.
have had a little surplus of college reps.
I didn't,
Okay.
I didn't even see this in the recap.
Well, whoa. Guessing that's all done since it's all in blue. Who'd you say it was?
Rep
Stanky
personal.
Buds. Yes,
the
of
rep
course.
personal.
Yeah, I think they're scrolling on the bottom. Let me make sure. Yes. They're scrolling on the bottom. They're coming right now where it says reps.
Where you
We
at?
got
There you
1, 5 through 11, 13 through 15, 22, 23, 25 through 31, and 33 through 35. So you can pick any of those numbers, my man. This is all for you. I'm guessing this is Sig Club, so congratulations on that.
No, he bought it.
Oh, he bought it. Even
Yeah.
better. Say water if you read this comment. Water. 13 coming up. Uh-oh. It is pouring down there. Steven was right.
I was gonna say, was that rain?
That was rain, yeah.
Wow. All right, 13. I'll be right back. I gotta go out the door and get that.
Good luck.
Let me go put this order in really quick from William Keel. William Keel. Is it Keel? William? Getting 3 spots in those jerseys. I believe we're
Closed out, right?
closed out on those jerseys
Sweet.
too.
So we'll keep on going, guys. Water said, yay. Yay, indeed. All right, finally, I have an answer here. They have cranberry and pineapple, tropical strawberry, hibiscus, peach, and mango. And that looks like sausage watermelon, but it definitely isn't sausage watermelon. That'd be a ridiculous flavor. Yeah, maybe, bro. I think it's supposed to rain here the next 2 days, to be honest with you.
Well, they were saying we're supposed to get rain until later on tonight. But yeah, Mother Nature must have said, "Hey, you guys look thirsty."
Thirsty for a good boy. If only we were sponsored. That'd be a great time for an ad read.
Oh,
Colin.
all right.
Portillo's
There
breakfast.
is your jersey
Have you
break.
had it?
I will go be right back with 13 from the personals.
Sweet.
And I think the break page has been reset. Nope. Let me get that reset over to 19.
Did you try the breakfast, Jay? We will have this break coming up, guys. Amanda, Terrence, Kenneth, Marisa. Welcome to the break room. William Keel in here as well. Jared is not his real name. And no, not till they deliver. Okay, that's fair. It is spelt the way it's spelt. That is true. Yeah, I didn't even realize he was misspelling it. How dare he? I don't think the one out here, the Portillo's close to me, has the breakfast. but I'm gonna have to figure it out, especially if like they do start to deliver and you tell me it's like life changing. You know, I'm gonna have to see that. So trying to add to the collection. All right, baby, you found the right place to do it, man. We got a lot of different ways. We're gonna do this personal real quick for my man Austin, and after that we'll do your break. All right. What's Portillo's? You said, how dare you? He's not from around here, bro. Portillo's is delicious, is what it is. Thank you, Robbie.
Are you doing that or the college first? Or the
We'll do this, and then we'll do the jersey.
what number jersey?
I didn't get one yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm East Coast, Jeff. I'm sorry. All right, let's, good luck, Austin. See something cool here in the college reps. I think they've only done a handful of these. Ooh. Well, I don't know who this is, but I know the school. Oh, well, the inscription gave it away. How about the highest Heisman? Ricky Williams. I believe that's a photoed headliner in that series.
It is.
So Ricky Williams, the highest Heisman on the replica helmet. Austin, how about it, bro? Very cool. That's a sick Ricky Williams. Big fan of that. Big fan of that. Slick Rick in the building. Are you is America? I am. That matches my smoke weed every day. There you go, bro. We got a sick little Ricky collection starting up. Water must be smoking the seaweed. Jay is from the land where they barter helmets for haircuts. That is true. I got the white one too. Dang, yeah, dude, those will look sweet next to each other. Yeah, it's a Chicagoland thing. I think they're starting to expand a little bit though, throughout the Midwest and wherever else. You live in England? Is that what you're saying? I'm live in English. But if you're ever in the Chicagoland area, definitely recommend Portillo's. Grab a dog, grab some Italian beef, whatever it may be, man. That's it's a good look. It's a good look. Here's Ricky. And here is the Edge. Yes. Did you hear, Jay, what Robbie said about the chocolate cake shake yesterday?
Oh my goodness.
Because it wasn't positive. And I was a little disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. No English. Or Utah. Is this like the bot hitting on CM in late night show? I don't know. We got Amanda, we got Terrence, Kenneth, Marisa in here for the first time, and William Keel. Good luck, Colt, trying to add to that collection, guys. Go ahead and drop me a number for jersey number 18. What up, Jacom? Hit us with the peeps. Hope all is well. It is, brother. Hope you are well, too. We're just trying to learn about what a designated player and a flex is in softball. It's very, very tough. The DP can bat in place of any of the 9 starting defensive players, while the flex can play defense for any position except the pitcher. Dude, what is happening in the chat? The chat is taking a left turn, bro. Is what still in the vault, Chacom? The Kittle? Because the Kittle is still there, if that's what you're talking about. All right. I'm not sure what you're saying either, Water, but thanks for popping in. Enjoy your dad. We say hi to him if that's what you're saying. I'm dad positive. The Kittle is still there, yeah. For everybody wondering about the vault, Julio Jones is the only one that's gone. Outside for the photo headliners. Trey McBride is a listed headliner too. I see. Okay. All right. You don't have to be suey. Hit us with the TE. In here, I thought I spoke English. You've been doing it wrong your whole life. Anybody for a box number here in the jerseys? Otherwise, we're taking it to the wheel. Last call. Sure thing, brah. Give you guys like 20 more seconds. That was a quick 20 seconds, but I think we're safe to do this. Here we go. Number 15 in the jerseys, which we don't have. Closest number is going to be 17. So whenever we don't have a box number, guys, we go with the closest available box. In this case, it is box 17 in the jerseys. So Amanda down to William. Good luck, fellas. And lady fellas. $17. 8 clicks. Kenneth down to Terrence. Water has been put in a short timeout. We got Kenneth the Wilder in the NFC North, Amanda Adams, NFC South, Marisa Dombey first break in the NFC East. Good luck. William Keel, NFC West, AFC North, AFC South, all bunched together. Terrence, your spot staying together as well. The AFC East and the AFC West. Robbie, you got a 17 for NASCAR Tuesday?
Chris Buescher.
I think he is 17. You're correct. My favorite NASCAR driver of all time, too.
Matt Kenseth.
Matt Kenseth.
There's nothing getting by me. I know my NASCAR.
I just saw a rumor that this guy might have been going to Pittsburgh.
I love rumors.
However, that rumor was shut down today. Apparently, he is staying put, and that is in his home for the Miami Dolphins. The tight end, Jonnu Smith, who had a fantastic season last year with the Miami Dolphins. Great Jonnu Smith. Terrence Manwheeler, congratulations, AFC East. Beckett certified here on the Jonnu Smith jersey. He had a really good year. Really good year with the Dolphins. Got brought on late, so the ending stats are even more impressive. He only started 6 games for the Dolphins last year, 884 yards on 88 receptions, and 8 touchdowns. How about that? 88 catches, 884 yards, and 8 touchdowns for number 9. Jonnu Smith. Congratulations, man.
Yeah.
Got himself a Pro Bowl that year. The Dolphins, for me, Robbie, I think have the best jerseys. Like, just overall.
Overall, yeah.
The teal jerseys with the
teal
orange trim. Really, really nice. Congrats from Colton. Absolutely. And that's just a filler hit, guys. So, Aaron Donald, Warren Moon, and Jamar Chase, plus the Fred Taylor all still out there in this jersey series. Calling an audible.
All bowl.
Jonnu. I like Jonnu Smith.
Jonnu Smith.
He had a couple of good years, too, back with the Patriots. Patriots?
Patriots?
I think it was the Patriots. Titans as well. Yeah, Titans, Patriots, played 1 year in Atlanta, and then he came over to Miami. Right up Terrence. And then we'll take a look at the break page, guys. If we're close on something, we'll stick around. Otherwise, we'll call it a show. Let Robbie go eat some lunch. I'm on a week-long fast.
You are?
No. But
Son of a gun, you.
we
Look at you just open it on a week fasting. Oh, you are? How's you doing? Not really.
yeah, no. I ate late last night, early this morning, technically. Fast is not going well. 3 to go in the vault. That is correct. We are still looking for everything in this graphic not named Julio Jones. So Puka Nakua, Tyreek Hill, Hydroflex, Josh Allen, Myles Garrett, Slate, Bo Jackson, Edgerrin James, George Kittle, Darrell Revis, the triple signed Washington Redskins speed flex, Jordan Love, and the Ham, Lambert, and Russell all still out there. 3 spots to go in that vault quad, guys. I would say if we can get another spot knocked off in the next couple minutes, maybe we'll stick around. But we're probably looking at hopping off here soon, looking at the rest of the break page. 4 to go, but that's where we've kind of been here in the college half and half, so I'll drop that in there. But other than that, those are our 2 closest breaks. So if you guys want to keep the show going, you want to keep it alive, now's the time to hop in with those orders, literally in the next minute or 2. Otherwise, we are going to take a break, come back on in 40 minutes-ish, and go get going for the 3 p.m. show. Did have a little bit of a pickup late, which is great to see. You guys are here wanting to play, and Robbie and I are here for you if you guys want to keep going. Otherwise, keep that same energy and take a short break and come back with us.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with taking a little breather. You guys got to go out, grab some lunch, maybe stretch the legs. We're going to have a great 3 p.m. I can feel it. Colin. These guys are going to attack that vault, maybe attack the diamonds when we were off air.
Sorry, I've got a lineup card now.
Oh, okay.
For
Hey,
softball. Because I'm like, what is
back
this?
on the softball, everybody.
Dude, I have to figure this out. I'm sorry.
Well, we went from 29 to 9. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, it still says 29. They're just like, God. Okay, this is good information. This is missing information
Okay.
from that other link.
Okay.
I love watching the show. I end up watching almost all day on my off days. Just wish I could afford to play more. Hey, man, just play when you can. And
Play when
that's
you
what's
can.
kind of nice. The break room's just a cool vibe. Obviously, all you guys in the chat making a lot more fun for me and Robbie instead of just talking to ourselves, because Robbie and I don't get along. No, I'm just playing. We get along fine. But yeah, it's just fun to hang out, talk sports, try to figure out what a designated player and a flex player is in softball. It's good stuff. So, this is what this one says, Robbie. All right. Basically, the DP is a player designated to bat only for one of the 9 starting defensive players, but with some additional defensive options. Prior to the start of the game, you must choose which defensive player you want the DP to bat for. If you're going to have one, you got to decide at the start of the game. And that person is not even on the card.
Okay.
So then your 10th player is your flex player. That's the person that's going to come in on the defensive side of things.
Okay.
We need to attack the basketball series as well so we can have the hockey series. And Jared said, that's where I'm at. I love hearing about a DP.
Oh, my goodness. See, you just opened up the can of worms there, Colin. Way to go.
It's not my fault.
I know. It's these lovely people we have here.
Oh. Okay. Now, this is good information. So prior to the start of the game, you pick which defensive player you want the DP to bat for. That player they're batting for,
That player.
that's the flex player. So that player goes to the 10 spot as the flex player.
That player.
That player.
Once they become the DP for that player.
So
that player
here's the
goes to
scorecard.
flex.
Yeah. So in this case, Cooper right
Yes.
here, that's the DP.
Okay.
DP is that player right there.
Yep.
They are hitting in place of the flex player, which is the 10 spot down here. So this
Yeah.
is the pitcher in this case.
Yep.
The pitcher is the flex player.
Okay.
That makes so much more sense. The TP gets listed in any one of the 9 batting spots, doesn't matter. And the flex player is always in the 10 spot. And you don't have to have a DP if you don't want to. And you can't add a DP later in the game. I know. I'm still not 100% sure on how it all works, but that just makes it so much better. Never heard of either of them. Are they celebrities? DP and Flex? All right, guys. I think we're probably going to call it. Looks like a little stagnant on the orders. 3 still in that vault quad, 4 to go in the college double. It's been a fun show, though, man. Got through the end of the practice squad, obviously.
Yes.
Got a brand new one out there. Still a lot to chase in the college half and half, a ton to chase in the vault and the diamonds. Should be a fun show come 3 p.m., and that's like a half hour away. So we might hop on just like a little bit later, pending. But one way or another, guys, it has been a lot of fun. We will see you guys in the 3 p.m. show. Again, we're live every single day, 9, 12, 3, and 6 p.m. Central Time. That's 9 a.m. Central Time, and then 12, 3, and 6. Any spots you have in these breaks that didn't fill during this show, they just carry over to the show at 3 p.m. It'll be me and Robbie going once again.
Once
Robbie,
again.
Final thoughts from you?
Hey, let's get to those diamonds. Let's get to the vault. There's a lot of good stuff left in both of those series. And then we'll see. Well, I mean, we're trying to help our good buddy Charles out there with the basketball. So maybe we can push a couple more breaks in that basketball series and have ourselves a great 3 p.m. show.
That is the plan, but appreciate all you guys making this a fun 12 p.m. show. There's still, the minis are close, the diamonds are close, and plus those other 2 breaks that we just talked about, the vault and the college half and half. So hopefully we'll have plenty to do at 3. But appreciate you guys. We will see you in just over a half hour for some more Ultimate